Wabusa for mama munyina good evening. Ni akwaba jasu jumedie ni live on OK 101.7 FM. So and I was on live so your partner radio station. So madam mamuni so mo munti and Monday any Wednesday bia ni ababe share no na chese ni jasu ni de Adutwum no star bia bi na ye du jumedie no abrem. Mama sama good evening bio ene ye be na education level education level because minister are ready why crowd so ni ye be twetwe nkomo. But let me show you this smart schools project na Ministry of Education omoye no hwe video ni mame na ene president mama so wa wonim say he is the leader of the biggest opposition party so can about STEM project. It falls in line with education but not exactly about smart school no. And they said the Ghana because Ghana future no the world is going akayen are we taking advantage of baby we are no air corner na India for it to me the education system my bravo. Are we taking advantage of them? That is the main issue. People are going to the moon and coding or Thailand near the China and coding. Now, ministry no big gargantuan policy. It looks like that is where the ministry wants to target. And now say the tablets near the school for. So we are looking at STEM. We look at the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and maths. Oko America, Oko Europe, baby. This is what they targeted. More economies, national. Look at an economy, one of the biggest economies in Europe, Germany. STEM. And the minister, no, Dr. Adutwum. Where you see you put your money where your mouth is. Are we putting our money where you're not? Your money that and that is the key issue. We are about to doing Ghana future. This is something that should be of concern to you, and you will be life. These are the things that was very important to you. How we are using our taxpayers' money to fund your mother or future. We look at that. Any doctor from Pennyfo Mienu, Dr. Dadechra Worcester State University or America Brochimemu. Samson Dr. Keseba Koso so Joe Biden more multi America crowd, a patent expert or science lecturer or you'll be a chemical engineer. These are people almost they are Ghana. And then science and technology. By the money I didn't recognize it, the kind of innovations. Oh my, and that shows you say, yes, started one colony in 10-20 years, factories, companies, IT businesses, and a baby take over. And now Ghana stands to be like the next India. The question is, are we be the next India? But let me show you a video. Smart schools now, minister can want them. And I say, or the nearest smart schools, so no idea. This is education. This is idea politics. So, and then now attempts to solve politics. Oh, no, make you wait in change. Because addition idea was the idea politics. Addition the only thing that may hear ni osikeni yepe. O hear ni babeti ko ye. Osikeni babeti ko ye la. A friend saying addition. In fact, addition or the saying and for ye innovations or we are in a addition. Doctors in Pennyfo Mienu can't Dr. Adutwum. Addition a quotamu any Ghana ya a tom banchine body yamu and so addition they have now become icons even at the global level. In the addition, you're very key and this is idea politics. But Ghana also said education will be we allow ourselves to politicize the education. It's very, very unfortunate. At some time, train and semi anabeya. Yen Ghana for sika. Ye de akoto train. Na nipa boni Ghana ni aya wono. Nipa boni wa wajene say ode sa bobo ya o sekia ode bako akọ cross train. Na nkofo bi to ono mo sere no mani age. Eh. Na ka sa na do okoche bi a. Oko ofri akonya nso na okoche bi a. Wadi train be koche bi. Ana e kana ye boy ya ye de koto train na do de be koche bi. So that shows you say Ghana, we are here continuity in governance. It starts with education. So it must never, ever be politicized. Your money that is very crucial. Very crucial. Me say classmate be any free SHS. Now me coca free SHS. I'm no be dimatem say. And how you are doing the burden of government. I'm saying, well, for free SHS, ubeti me dimatem all you want. I don't even care because ne classmate are crabby. The life of Akolano has changed. He's been put on at least some basic level. Previously, no kakrebi enyebi. And that is why in Nkrumah buy no a free education or northern sector no. Now you force Nkrumah was and he just wanted to do it. He needed to bring people apart at a certain level. Now when you need na school and the crucial value of education. When you need and na school no what is a one for no mina dwuma bia badwuma wo hwa ka betimi aye pa ba school no we. Education is the key. In TFI, this was the smart schools and I know Dr. Adutwum, Ministry of Education for no. That's what I'm saying. We should not do politics with it. Science, engineering, mathematics, then science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And no one here, and not quite almost done smart into arts account, creative arts. Share boys, he started so more Tony rapping idea. Kimpaluta nomne sa called DNA. Well, Obi or was squad about 20 dinechi. That is job creation. Yeah, 3 abuni year. The kind of things we can use. Yes, kakrano kura wa mante any maba wano. Ye yam krano be no be the tontrowa milk kitchen say no the ayeka. That shows you people were creative from beginning, but support no way. So this is the time we take advantage and create the blueprint, the formula, the system. I bet me ama baby ama obada twaso. Okay, tell mama time we e-blocks. That's the at least what they do, baby. Dr. Adutwum also yes smart and also do another level. So we need consistency in leadership and governance and policy. Yes, I Ghana, you better say you are near their politics. 4 years go come 4 years near it all. It's high time I also funny maybe serious. Mama, one classic example, me say me ba no okobotre na no ya no wie this year. Last year ya no wie. The classmate ono kwa na no de ne troubles mu aduan no de amakra no ebi ni ho enye free SHS enko ameduru ho buso obi a wanko school senko onya secondary school keke enko be build eti kra no obi a wakọ secondary school JHS kra oyeti no with in a different level. So when we want to find out for minister yesika na your mine your taxes your dire kakra 11 ne ade a omode ye stem no. How important is it? Say this coming is going into funding the future of Yema. Na Ghana for be beto de be eni abotre oni mebi wo se udie ntoso ana mekwa ugua enye ntempa na ebe fifi. You need to invest into the future, and that's the main issue. No politics. Busa critical questions. O send ya mebusa minister ama critical questions, but no insult. Cause insult na we see can emma. Critical questions. That's the essence of governance. Ma, good evening. You're live or High Live Radio. DC, Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland. You're live or Kings Jersey Radio. New Jersey, America. You're live. So me got you FM Ukraine to me. And you're live with him Almighty. Okay, 101.7 FM. And yes, I'm live or NASFA Radio. Kuku Spence and any team pick live or UK Broach Memo. You're live. Danfupa Media. Europe. Mami was smart schools, no. And what Ghana is trying to do alongside to say the India for and China for no. Critique it. Until you want to critique it. Now to boost a question of here. I mean, show any view. So these are the schools. The one with smart schools no near. And no these are the schools I'm equipping with near money idea. The essence of these smart schools, they say betimi ama the necessary and yamantina na anu ya omokoje taps. Omo de my kaka conversation a many minutes enya no. Or say the idea was that Ebema Nkola know what they know. They hear Ebema more like a one-stop shop. Be bia Nkola ni pebia umbenya. Wahu nya fe na ugo lab ansa na wako akope. Edayo omusisi nyina is a huge investment. And I can say na buy amemo ye continuous. Oshe de president mama ye time and not akonya so it was the same continuous so omu ye e-blocks. This was like an advanced version. Omu de niema shishem. Specially designed schools. Yes, smart schools and wom gadgets near there. The idea is that Bibia was school ni mubia akola nya fe ne ye koye titration. Me kai say me ko secondary school na me ye science. Nti ye koye yi kura fe ne ye koye titration. So na fe ne ye ko lab. so they be a call lab or another class or na fe aye pinso amaye na fe any class for no e kokon entoka. So what you are saying, the idea is that yeah structure ne dada and a bibia honum, and the idea is you transfer bibia the good tablet also from Colano. So let's look at that. If you must start here the questions about that, you question in the answer question about him. On the back of one of the things I think Ministry of Education is about TVET education. What's the first? No, because then they 3 year at the pan makeup carpenter near the corner and these are the people making millions. Now no akwabi omofa garbage trucks no mo drive bi abroche na mi busa no sika oje in a year. The guy was telling me so oje $370,000 a year me hu juri me eduma ne ye mu no enti Ministry of Education, one of the things they've done is elevate TVET into another level. And no more certificate in Dubai no certificate in echo. And it is accepted. We need to get to the point here, this skill set in bedroom. And more important, the bedroom baby a very global skill set. And the Ghana phone crowd IT, they are looking at China. What is the certification China for year in IT? What's the certification America for year in IT? And normally the same thing Ghana phone call another. And year school in IT. So data analysis and I say data entry. Now could a certificate when you say when the level to so be at America, the level to so be at India, the level to so be at Canada. That is where we are heading towards. And politics is about issues. You focus on the issues. Minister of Education, here I do to best sort the camera, no son camera, you know, about teaching. But just before that, President Mama Kaka Bibi about TVET. Let me play that to you. And just Niambra Minister was here trying to say Minister best
infrastructure that is taking place in all the secondary schools, administration blocks, dining halls, dormitories, and science laboratories, and all that. This government has taken almost about 60% of the GET fund and built STEM schools across the country and left the rest of the schools projects to stall. So apart from capping the GET fund, it has also been collateralized. And so we will uncap the GET fund and decollateralize it in order that the full remit of the GET fund levy will go into education financing. The provision of free sanitary pads for female learners in both basic and senior high schools was initiated under the SWAL NDC administration. If you remember, our opponents now in government mocked us and called it the pad loan. For you, the unions, to have raised this as an issue in the concerns that you have presented to us means that our policy on sanitary pads was well thought through and needs to be looked at again.
Okay. And that's President Mama on himself. Bambia or power. There's always a like an opposition party waiting in government. That gives you the like the divergence or the diversity in terms of policy near the but Minister of Education here I was said to my journey. Honorable Mama, good evening near Kwaba. Honorable Amadu microphone. Okay, yeah. Now I hear you. Okay. Honorable, good evening.
What is this? Yeah, I'm just saying about.
But John, where there?
Yeah, minimum pipe on where pa.
Na bosom chief also am here.
Bosom chief for a where pa.
Epo na akasa o de be ba bosom chief na asan na asi.
Ai, say dey o lake o ntino.
Ai, ise mi hu se na nkofo dware wo mu sa na say na se na mu hia po bi o.
Dabi.
Ona bo yan share stem no because we share the encrofor keka wa brochire num ne ade ne India for ye na ye nuanom China for day additional technology as o mo ye take over wi ase nyina America for kretwa o mo suro China for ye o mo keka say additional na mo maduru ho na ye hwe de o ye ya mo de aba mo system no a chire mu the whole concept of STEM no
You mean about medical chair one match wetie fo nyina na as a minimum work as for America na ho na if it ase extra there we mathematics and computer science in feedu ana eno achi na menya ni so ade hu say yan be school na ban na makwan sam crown create me be school na aban no man kwara na ba ho mba ho free and a friend charter schools yen edi nkan a it me be asabre no Los Angeles California fiti ase kakrakra ma school no kọ n'anim na STEM school fisa akora bi oba ho bia no na school ni fiti grade 6 to 12 7 years junior high any high school na na akambom akora bi oba ho bia no we engineering na graduation requirement one engineer won't graduate in school ho na afi teacher school no career pathways ebi no engineering maybe computer science sane me any idea me ye ansana nyame ye madom na enu achi me ba Ghana mampeni adaroma o ma me ebi ye deputy minister asame me minister enti STEM no ebrekra na America nko na ni me fiti ase edi ye adwuma den e was certain California my school for bebrebe ebe engineers and medical doctors na ye wo apart from engineering which we computer science and some about new designs with school also which we medical science pathway and no quite to almost on baby doctors enti nyame ye madoma mbepie Ghana na be minister no na minima dia sie ya ebe ma ye nso ya be gina yi ti what science technology engineering and mathematics wiase nyina baabi omokọ Ghana de ni aka ekire ena sabre omampeni se yemfa Ghana enko gina baabi a ebetimi ayebie na se obi ntiase a yese de osua wo ema say ye otwi bia baabi a ebu
esi de osua wasa hu na ochia ne pa
eti de hu se se wo hwe adwuma ye STEM na edumre bia tumi se etumrika fisani aka echi kakra amanfo start your moye STEM na ha no ye ni echiri bebrebe sa enti se okohwa na so fiti ase with the free class 1 na wo ko primary school ko junior high school no na wa hye o sapo mu nsuo so high school papa ansa no asa adwane akọ university na okohwe se sa brei o memi to serve Vietnam afi bia engineers 100,000 and we graduating
100,000
engineers. One year 97 million population. And I answer 32 million. It one year 100,000. Next year you 32,000 or 33. It is a company with person from America or free UK. No call or maybe so acquire factory or how. Or engineers are ukrumo. I'll bet me the VIA Juma. Now behind there, Sabre Vietnam, a Honda Samsung Echo. Companies are can see the America to 2 America Vietnam. Ako ye omo factories so fis engineer mo pe bi ombenya ye di omo ye 100,000 ye omo population no 1/3 and so Africa it ye no ene ye 7,000 edun bi 6,500 me a company of America nam say after abayinti no me nkosi factory na me nton Africa nyina me magana be say me nkosi factory na me nton ema ewiase nyina me magana bi say engineers na me hwe ni minya na enu achi no akohwe de amambe brebe Rwanda almost start coding den almost say omo enche bia Africa nyina omo na be software yamai o pe program bia so call Rwanda enti Rwanda for America omo de ani be mfie mienu America omo ntu onya sampetwa enti en de nke ya ka kire nyame ada Roma yakodu mebi omampani ama akwankyere se the amount for ye ni munye bi. And it's all what to say, ye system schools are. No what to say, Obi Cassa. I want to discuss system school. Now, maybe a memphene, maybe the cover be a American memoir. STEM, you school be a move, but one head down so a school almost 3 years. And Koranisha STEM, Nagana cried in 3 years. What is in school, no could see Crobia, and I'm saying, oh, body in tea. Gana need be a city bahobi. A two systems, the Abumosua. Enya dia 77 previous na obi fi north onya ho mfaso north east kesia persi ho northern region so onya ho mfaso obekọ na nkwara bi fi kuma so kra no so apie ho enti Ghana de wo di senior high school si baabi na ye STEM a obia so timi baabi na menu ama na wo kan India for asem India for the sanke no omo a eso makoduru mu
omo koja
so wo hwe baabi amanfo tu America kọ no na afi de he amanyosem ade bia ye bia se wunimu a mo bi nkyerɛkyerɛ wo mu wo be ha no de amanyosoma behyem because MPP for na no ase no enti no se wo kɔhwɛ e-block me ka ho asɛm da bia e-block e kama pa wo kɔhwɛ de DC do me kɔ abenya ayɛ ma ama yɛn yɛ deda ne bia ka ho ayɛ ma GMP
Aye e block na mo beto ye na aye mama mo kwa masan di bi aka ho.
Di aka ho ama ye ma ukọ ifrafra ha Accra eda na ye ma yakosi bi aka ho ukọ Agric ma ye di bi aka ho e block baby a anko yi ama ye ene de di kosi akura ase a anybody so ukọ hwe akrobi etise adanse apagya e block fefefe si ho enso ben fie na ni ntimi nie efi se ye ye ho adwuma kora wie se ukọ se enkwala no nkọ akromofo nkwala on betimi akọ no ye duasa obi obaba ho bia je so high dine baby no atena na ode amanie na abetuye so ababa afi no esi so onkotena obi fie weni board enti adanse apagya yakosi dormitory ama o ye bi enfie mienu na ekomu yi enkwala ahenum na o school ukọ drobon so yesi ukọ adujama e block ni ho san kwa bebre ba betena adujama kromo omuni ba bete ye de board aka ho sebe ya emu ebeye yie amaganafo edi e de ka ne se o fiti bibi ase a ense eto aso enti e block bebrebe ni e de board ya ukọ nsawra western north omu e block ye de dormitory akoka ho a se school na ekese kama eno na me pese amanyofo nyina hu se e bibia kire wadwen ekwan a obefa so a ebe ya de kese na emu menye se omu di sika na ko system na mbe mempe edime system ni nyina na me de akọ existing schools no de omampani enhwe enso no se existing schools Accra high your system center ho enti
Accra mo eyi wo ho okay enti de okan se mo abandon school dada na nye no kre
minua ba ko hwe akuapeman science lab aye wo ho ko hwe Kumasi Anglican science lab makoma akunsia ko hwe Wesley Girls science lab makoma akunsia ko hwe schools at bebrebe science lab aye across the country ahantaman girls fekwa uko hwe mabay pa na science a omusua any experiments a omo ye uko sabre fijai ya si STEM center ho a enche bia ye bebie enti enye se schools no ho dada no ya to omo asawra entisa kra ya ye adwuma bebrebe schools no baby esi STEM center ye si ukwa Accra high asabre nkwala no omo ye ade e friend say robotics ho Accra high omo ye engineering science ho ye STEM center sabe oba American memkra nye school bia na obi enti enye no kre say ya two schools ho na sawram ene di school ni nyina akosi a school foforo na no kre school foforo Ghana for nkwala na ekoho nanso schools a we yo kwapeman afei e block bi kra ho ye si we e block say e block aflawo me ye sure so te ho
we the picture na we aflawo we he okay we Accra
aflawo
we aflawo okay
the nkwala say a top a yellow bi no
ai
aflawo say school we na omampani ka ho asem bi no sa ye si we
omampani ya he follow ka ho asem no school ni omo ka asem mo wie no nti mo wie school dan no
ya wie ama na nadu dan kwakufu ad na kompie ya mo science lab a wu hu bi block bi em
okay
ya wie
okay
ama omampani na
ana we so yan crying
ye wo we yo Kwapeman senior high school de hu
okay
we yo Kwapeman school bebre ya science lab for we ye St. Louis Kumasi omo nya science lab makunsia we ye Kumasi Anglican omunya 6 school bebrebe afi sai bi kra ka ho ma Wesley Girls for the enemy omo so nya science lab makunsia omo de enemy entu kwa Wesley Girls a omo say science lab ben enkron because ye di sia koka omo no mo miensan so ho dada school bebrebe ene nyuma kese we ye ahantaman girls
no ni ahantaman girls na bae no
ene ho na nkola no ye experiment den
and aha no
okay enti enya no crow say school say ho no ya to masa we agree girls ya ye science lab amo yes St. James Seminary ya ye new science lab so school bebrebe baby a obehwe bia ni akoye science lab baby okra na the STEM lab nso aka ho amom no mo ye coding no mo ye robotics omo ye niam akese Meaning about the woman say, do maybe a nipa no cancer with him, Nels Omusa. Omusa. A tuba hena, some now walk can, a magana for Adrian your moccasin, say more man your folk now more than numbers of tree. Meaning about the Ushe Accra High School. A whole crowd, the Yayan say, ya, and Kalana Mantemo holding in our suit me call Ecosia de Honor. Primary school for junior high school for way and a senior high school for some engineering science, coding, robotics, way a Ghana.
Okay.
Baby, as the way a 3D printer machine can see pa and the accuracy way a STEM center and Kwaranki 20 now so called Saturday young people there. Now if we have say now could do STEM high schools, baby they say awaso. We share mfidie egu ha enkwala no di sua de enkwala no mu free Ghana mia nyina eno maba ho STEM no ba bi a edwane ko no we high school
we say high school e Ghana ha
Ghana awaso west
awaso na dan easy
ai
wow
we be tell school we have on temper we one more smart board smart board we high school almost a chemistry almost fume chamber where abrich universities ne high school kakra na obi o chemistry or the question fidie no say we use e bitom enko nani na afidie no absorb smoke no we the friend V block adan akese e STEM schools e Ghana
so obi bebusa say so what is the plan they say mo plan big game no end game no ne saying system no he na mo pese ekoduro
se baby a ye pese ekọ say ye page mu amemu ayedu na obi anya kwanya etimi akobi na de omu no so obi hu dan we ya na afi wo se na mo hwe dan atete apansam basic school de wonya mo hwe basic schools there mo jai mo matete apansam na we are dey train kraso for so nya dan minu aba sa dan we ya uhni.
Hello Honorable. Well, Honorable, your chance to be connected to Honorable very soon because Nini Anum Dr. Alexander Nim. So you'll be an American or Ghana school, yeah, on Wakaje or your chemical engineer, was Joe Biden award the chere said the science, it's a Ghana hako tech. Ko GSTS crap, papa or ko GSTS takrade. Sana science engineering STEM yai. The share see with GSTS and our could do America. Joe Biden, ama or more award. Into your chance honorable internet ne freezy you better kono hobio in terms of the STEM no you be kan nyina ho asem because na they na president mama ka so omo ba shift no na obi anya bi but the minister can say this is a timer because there was specific objective in tino openi mama busa generally about STEM no mo na masua ehun ade from GSTS akodu tech e de akodu abroach Joe Biden no mama mo award the minister ene Ghana ban ye ne kwan so no e be boa yen
meka se ne kwan so no na se obi the idea ba esi enso yefu anachi ne eboa na de ne ko wie yie obi the best start me am start me ho as an example am tia he me call GSTS na GSTS no level me 9 courses na me science no na me wood technology your metal technology so na your engineering drawing any technical drawing enti enema we am ye eboa ma metumi de mensa ye enema e ma me picture enema un say STEM no this time no omo friend STEAM and STEM meaning say omo the art concentration no omo the aka ho so meti openi kasa time no ne Kwame Sefa kan kasa no or mention about art no na many age pass or mention art no because art part no untumi ye engineer onye artistic enough most of the time no engineer bia no ye drawings so engineering drawing to say make no any all kinds of different drawings wo it no boa ma hu niema na eba na art na e bie into the world of intellectual property in the sense that eba na so person ye logo so o person ye copyright so to both the art and performing art any fine art and boy and kasa o kai say Ghana biology be say draw bibi na label here and there so And STEM in the the papa, but enyo bia no bet my part of the STEM no. Because Ghana folk nya akoye STEM and one on social science because social science no hu no very important. So all the courses they all work with one another. And it's just going to be a select few now be a into that program no. But at the end of the day,
the all patches is good say yeah shot say STEM no, but yeah for other courses in count. Is that your point?
them patches say who say now more can say yes say and you be ya fa only select schools no more here. But at the end of the question, obia to me part of it. It should be a select people. So I almost say a plan is to grow the engineering base, because of creativity. So, but creative part, one good thing about the creative part, is the intellectual property, in for developing new ideas, you bet to make creating new businesses, you be in a year, and to make new businesses, and also a bit creative what employment among for. So,
okay.
And my background, though I'm a chemical engineer, my son background in technology, operations, value chain management. Now, me sign what business strategy. Now, me sign what IP law and policy. Just say I have a whole lot of software. Me feel say me the bar.
Okay. Honorable Busa about a bigger picture and I say what is the end game? Here you pesi you could do. You pesi India for the NB and China for NB and I said the Vietnam for the 100,000 a year. On me Kaisa will share I say now we project you Ukromo constituency no. Afibiana and Krana now no. Engineering was one of it, but as an national no, what is the end game? Say by maybe 2030 and now 2032. I think
say idea here in pa and say you be follow education strategic plan. I want. Yeah, we say a free BB 60-40. Say 60% will be in the STEM related fields and 40% over the humanities. That has been a policy. I can't want to be.
Hello, no. Well, Neddy say, meanings will be na Ashada internet now. Doc, if I will come and bring phone kakana and connect to because in Kofo are very interested in the STEM. Doc, why you need to call internet no ethical ye. Now, let me busa about what the plan is in the long term. Because education it is a SHS. Womu university ni adia ombetimi the skills na ba bontene abe contribute to the employment ecosystem maybe about 10-15 years. Nti ehne ye pese eduro. Hello, Doc. Still our interview no friend saying internet. I'm say internet I don't know why yes sir we didn't say internet to me and I say the Ghana internet nka e shada nye biasa but Doc me say connect to very soon Doc mami busa Doc any mo na wo ka se be yanka ministry no STEM ne ye would you say wo GSTS addition na wonya no omo chere mo STEM wo GSTS so now the be by the way
in a way with this term in a way because then car drawing any wood tech Nissan and every school no more until GSTS was very specialized. Until the big hear me back so a program you can who say end goal need to say because you best sink kisika into it. Ghana best sink kisika. And Kamadri HM says you can't sink into it at some point, that education and Kofonia, they have to pay back the money. So for sustainability sake.
The man crying is 10 years Ghana and
no, the people are not going to pay money. But see a capture near many years because it's a STEM education. Okay, who say original ideas are going to come out. With those original ideas, see problems in Ghana, problems globally. You bet to me a device, the methodology say you bet to my strategy original ideas you bet to file a patent. So you file a patent into my implement or Ghana for manufacturing in we can sell the patent for money to pay back. So what about we have these people coming from the schools or maybe coming to this program, those people need to be conditioned to come into that program. No move they need to be conditioned to go to tech. Meti robotics bi wo ho.
Na minister can robotics, yeah.
Robotics and you know, there need to be some little alignment for a schools number absorb no. So alignment ni what is going to happen is that the kids will find their way living Ghana. So
okay.
I think there's an alignment. We developed our curriculum with tech. KNUST, they've even created what we call accelerated pathway. Some courses we in high school, now years and now proficient, they can waive it for you. So just like we do advanced placement in the US and you get college credits. So we're creating what is called the Ghana Accelerated Learning Program. So selected courses, you go to the university, you can test yourself out so that you can finish your program in 3 years instead of 4. So there's an alignment, and the university professors are helping the development of the coursework. And then one of the things we've done that will enable them to do the arts, and it's almost like Ghana, how subject be in 3 years, but it shouldn't be. You can do art for 1 year and be exposed to art. What you be your art now? Because and it been the icons of visual art students. Uba Ghana, Oko school be a so many day. Obino no bet me a drawn, yes, or day. Somebody who can create. So, you know, one thing we've done in Ghana today that has never happened is a creative program in the pre-engineering, or may visual arts, any other subject. We call UMAT. 1 year to do intensive mathematics, physics, and chemistry coursework. At the end of the 1 year, so pass it exams for you can then go to level 100 of engineering. I believe that the visual artists who get a serious infusion of mathematics and physics, will be a better engineer than will be just pure science. And the program is ongoing. In fact, UMAT forces are very good in engineering than what my so-called pure science for. And I think we have to really make sure put barriers in the way of our children. Or say make me an engineer. I was okay, these are the courses you have to do. If you can do it and show proficiency, why would we prevent you from becoming an engineer? So we can get a larger pool of people with diverse talents to get into engineering. Drawing and engineering came from art. I learned that the best artists, also based on mathematics and physics, as now I'm an engineer. Also based on say, oh, one yes, and get my own share. They say university is not here. I had the grant program that started. Okay. Program. I'm responding to it. Now, my says university be also pre-engineering. I bet my children with diverse background to come into that way. But art, a high school course offering. You can do it for 1 year. You can do it for 2 years. We're also doing creative arts where you can do creative art course for 1 year. You can do music. It doesn't have to be 3 years.
Okay.
Electives, and then in 3 years, science, we need other exposure. When you're literature, but you can do literature for 1 year. There's no reason why we are science students in literature. We are science students in arts. And from junior high, the STEM schools, arts are not a part of the course. You have to do arts in the junior high school. And to the end game, and say, the critical mass, engineering. Once they say computer engineering, AI, and some other that field is also here in public. And there's a very good chunk of people and as a massa. But we have to also understand that creative art cannot be left out.
Yeah.
Because with AI, one area that is going to have to maintain a human creativity and performance is always going to be the creative art. And to is here is creative arts high school. Science, but also creative arts.
Creative arts high school.
Yes.
And no more seen for Kwana more spread it.
Yes, seen for because you say Sagana for audition. I recruit from the whole country. Who can say spread there? You don't have the critical expertise. Teachers from back there. What is school be difficult? But it doesn't mean school B cannot do art. They can do drama. But if you want creative arts to flourish, as I said, in Los Angeles, Creative Arts High School now, you do one. We recruit from across the country. they come there, they do creative arts. We've aligned them with the UNIMAC, University of Media and Communication for into one NAFTI or a Drew
Okay.
NAFTI for a design curriculum no with them. There are some courses I do NAFTI I won't say you.
Okay.
Everything that we're doing is in alignment in such a way that it will be to the benefit of our country. But I don't think you can leave creative arts out. So almost could obey science, but of course them also obey creative arts in the honor. So is that infusion and symbiosis, if you say a bit take a country to a new level. But at this point, me say so obey no, sebe ya wunya nkwala na film classing, we so almost schools no. Okay, now see school papa ma akwara na oti duase anasa dan ugbu agudu so no. Okay, so be part of this revolution. It's not going to happen. It is always say I mean okay say yenya funding from the World Bank, any Arab Development Bank. Ima we share schools bi o hono mu a na aye basa school bi o nyahini na gode. We share dan na sam bigina ha twa nkontompo kirew say sankwala we say yebem wo aye creative ombeye as STEM one. Let me try and control natural. Because I don't know what Timono. Enye. No, Sika Enyano. Yet they say in crisis schools near Ninano, we are also changing those buildings.
Yes, our schools under trees, nene, baby, or motete at Takwame, I don't know.
You almost you we want school now. On said trees were sad that way from our family to say Pena Bay School and the tree. And the school Friday, say nyame bo aboso mienu eche pepe aza basic school I wo yellow crobo omu school on bekomu no enti across the country we are looking away school we na wasempa na ye.
Okay, mommy show you know, okay, this is the school where now okay me boa
asempa na ye say some school building from anyano by then na wo han from afa ye bugu ye e na wo ho no uko krobi de na go de e wo nyina hini Okokoshe school down and Kalani Timua, not Sevi, Ahunte. There's Oko now go down, ye see a damn for. Krobi the Yachene, Bono, ye see a damn for. Baby, baby, overcall, not a down baby a drone. See, I mean, I'm rare, you know, if you are some crow from Kalani, Beja or movement. Okay, done that day, where I said, Brosa,
wait, Esresu D.
D. A danda down no, full from when you. Okoshem probably any issue down for. If you say baby na asem na ye kan. STEM na ye kan.
It's supposed to feed into the STEM, but how many schools na mu change? Omo ti enuase school because minim ba ko bi oyo yiri. Sola tu na kaba. We mi school ma fa no work up on person bo mfa.
Yeah na what they omu dey na brem because the
different me the bebro pa. Nkuto di ase na omo ti. And I dance so the bebre wa dance. And yasem ketwa chirem baby ni adi nyina and the dan no ebu omo so omo di nua na achoke. But person busa say schools under trees ni schools na omo dan ni nya na mu change ni na more target maybe for this quarter na this year.
So by the end of the year you try to bear 300 to 400. You be your mafio. But you see the attorney say baby or ho no mu a na asme woman say school no na duase the fiti ase o na enwo ye de mpampro na si dan enti ensuo to say pa na abe school and the tree na emframa abono na ko na abe school and the tree enti dey can say sabre no get fund ya ma GS for census omo kan schools e was at bia no nyina na ye nhihye bi a ye bia na target omo baby o ho no a instead say schools be 5 junior high schools 5 wo krom ho no wo kwa kosi dan foforo wo si ba ko we ya na where you ani afi adanda da no so na do mo kom na wa ma oku nyina nya dan e kama na mo kom na enwuma sua na timi akona nim ebi ne de wo hwe we
say your hand no
we dwaben
okay
on adanda da na wo ho
na ka ni school na mo ya no foforo okay
enti nkwala na wo danda da nyina wo yeyi wo nyina akwa ha nyame bo July August September de na dwaben school dada ni nyina da na yatum aha eno onwoko omo ko school a work as physics biology chemistry lab a junior high school
junior high no more physics chemistry lab no
yes And a compound.
Hello, honorable internet no ho no man article, but we a very important issue. I was here when you are Ghana for your tax anyway. This is why it's very important that some of these things you na dey adwene be ko ne your politics. O better critique ya and mama you can critique it. For instance, about the Busa minister about the cost. When you know and what is the long-term goal say schools under trees ni nyina o be year free honum. The way you know wa tax na uchi o 11 ni kakraka no. And no mo dey we nyina. And no one no mo dey we nyina.
Miniaba, the idea about going hammer say, Sabri, Ubeko school be a honma, school na go. Oh, the term the media for moving school and Kalebum baby. Ube drew school didn't say as same boys, Euk Masse. I will find someone per school near Papa in school. Ye free ho. Ubeko and Kalabe, no semi passing boys. Echo, try de kakra. We do one of the teacher named Mamma Yanam try de kakra. May drew on man Kalenum and a take classroom. Teacher Nick Hatcham say, ah, minister, at the training Yakonobium and Kaleka craving or and Kalenum. One more in a
class no na okay, you won I want to
I want them. And Kalan someone per school, a teacher for no say, and Kalano say, I open see and pay a bench school in him. Tobacco baby na bench school, ye child girls, Kumase, a good. She's a one giant a bench school. Now, her, I will forego how would be a huncher or and so I did office at bank school yet into a journey or cop. No hotel school fees, credit crown will be and so no. Teacher for a your Mephi at bank school, nurse for Edward Mephi Hall, a journey for Edward Mephi Hall. Sabre the air can say, Yebema at bank school no aya corner, near Sessa Bemu be a bebem, yes, time more on a baby kind. Over saw the back of private school a year. Name mum, say. Yen say ya yen aban school enye na edu senior high school dey timi Sudan papa edu basic school dia ye da na atete apansa there be ebetwam primary school ya wo ya Accra East Legon Accra STEM Academy eye aban school a ebe ya kono papa
I dan ye ti we aban school no na we first one no
aban school wo free kindergarten sa kokodu senior high school what is say no be say obi a judge a lawyer ne ba be ko ho liberal so ba be ko ho wo nyina be hia wo be fa namfo wo be judge ye ne ba be da na liberal ban so ho bi say school ni akono obi a be so ba ho bi na obi sua nwoma na wotua wo tuo wi a me de me gidi say wotua wo tuo wi a say de hu abrochi mem wotua wo tuo wi a aban school no eye kama a wotim do ba ko ho me yeye wotua wo tuo wi no asa akọ pabusia do ba ko private school Sab emre no ebetwam.
Okay, John afi be ko na wie ya na mo ba ye ya mo wo be ye eyi osoafo yi. Sa schools under trees no do say na mo ye free under trees no. Amo mo baby party.
Yeah, the last 2 years initiative there, you call 250. But me check others not get fund any kinds because the bad there for Ara Development Bank and a World Bank. And within the next 6 months there, all those schools will be completed. But near the kind you be that and tebe bu ho akontanam de ama na o de akire otiefo. There can ama kuduru ne say, me nuaba eduru bi a ye do hia e na yi nsam no. O wuza adan na nkora so sika ni ho. Eduru say na nye sika e ni so ade hu. E ni so ade hu na wo say metimi de ade we aba. Ye betimi aye say adwuma we. Ena mempuntu etim bo mem enti ani abre se enye sikasem ayi bi ohwe kindergarten we ya eye yo eye is eye ha na wo do me kwa benya
kindergarten dey ayi pacho for video ni send ayi we video no for video ni bra na hear video no eye kindergarten e dey nkran ngetwa na ko ho
nkran ngetwa na ko ho public school so ho ntade ye the computers na show made your smart board now or 100 any year Ghana. Smart board in the Romadi.
It's not just a doc, not just say no school textbooks no. Mu use to be and say ni bibia tablets ne a smart board ne why no.
Yeah, almost a tablet high school say you taught license from publishers. And you are converting books into e-books. ebook no different from PDF version of the book. On the PDF and answer what upload now which may reduce the what kind book no. Ebook there so can Egyptian pyramids what make click a link na do ko na Egyptian pyramids no. Into ebook conversion no you taught license from major publishers and you did good high school tablets no so into the eternal say on so taught license na ne bo na for pa essence of a print book no enti eno no esebu sika tablet na hu ni sa no ebi a obeka se ne bo ba se wo hwemu a tablet book na wo to na about 20% of the cost book is also on 200 no wo to no 40 cedis enti savings a wunya no wo ka bo mu a na ya atua tablet ne ka
okay
ya atua tablet ne ka fi say book na nka wo to any exercise books nka wo to mankwala any markets eso to ni nyina no wonto bi
okay now what is the lifespan of this tablets near the end because over to exercise books na exercise books be one term na say ya now what you may replace here compared to tabs no e cost effective.
You know, with a very good maintenance, no, from 3 to 5 years, you keep this because a maintenance issue. And then they say, a year maintenance centers. Schools are no. Your center or home to fix it if there's a problem. Schools are no. After baby a school and also so at district level, there are customer service maintenance centers to support in the application and the use of the tablet. I think, say, long term, tablets no ehun faso ni gina mienu ye din cancer the tablet no sua de e ma adesua eyemre but the toso kra mu du no say enkwala eye visuals o ma ye computer science o ma ye information technology na ebi o ha abosome na wanya lab ko baako with the tablet no ba da bia otimi use computer in sua de enti developing of app in this era of AI, learning of robotics, computer programming, all those things, now the teacher can do it on a daily basis. And yet, after in a computer lab, maybe once a month, and work because West African Senior High School visual arts class or design class, now you paper and pencil, mom day. She said, "Kalani art for in your town or lab." Until almost the paper and pencil in a design. Then I work many of Virginia competing.
Okay.
I did your heart and whom for so no every day and Columbia programmers, always me coding, always me every day. I say the third thing is almost the soft skills when you go industry.
Yes, I want to know person me do fan say from to me free SHS nim co industry straight. Into baby to so probably tertiary. I could upgrade these skills, no. And I be as I said, the America, be community college, be main universities near the Asan or Maconia, and they say, skills, no, no. Ghana, no, what is the plan? I shall say, okay, tech, but then you tech and Kwana University. Say, I'm so mama, I said, for instance, free SHS in Krana Babontino. The last time I checked, number 5.8 million. That's a huge number. Into what is the, and she said, Ben, yeah, more transitive from the transition between SHS, no. Any woman be smart school ombenya enimdie ni ade no oma kotoa so said the bomb me are ready for the job market no so transition the plan it is saying
Mini about when you say and pay me no yen or my mono ya na high school ni we high school adwuma de onwe ho then so her skill set and kwala we nya na nansi a zip line for eba ha omba ministry ha and now and maybe I am no aviation and aerospace programs are ye fitting as here. So share and ya zipline for ba have say ade amu ye de if see hu any adwuma pa amu ye any kwan asan kwale ko betimi aye adwuma maye enti adwuma ye no de se wo training kwala ni ye na de omo ye no emu odu a enye se owie university nko a na onya adwuma e wo saa enema bi wo STEM no wo hwɛ enema omo ye no de zipline for be hwɛ ya omo ani age se ye nkwala ebetimi kura ye adwuma mo a omo ye high school for
And color more fly as a plane or a miniature plane be no flying. Women as the plan for the fire woman.
Woman no more yeah into almost on my internship. Ama omatimi aba ho abehwe se de university e on say on so abrochi nem obi ewie high school no important skill set a otimi adwuma otimi adwuma e meye yi na emo otoaso university nkra no say sua de enso aka ho enti ye de se wo hwe yi na de ebeboa inventions bi ankra na ye omo yes drone omo asa ye boat bi a there are some companies are very interested. So mbeboa na omatimi a manufacture.
And you school for na build drone, you want to build it.
Want to build it. And woodwork, metal working as part of the whole thing. Your 12 schools I saw must start sa edwuma sa brace ha sa efia could be ampem girls only the kind as I'm ready academic coursework. We know dear no. Say sa na hu so di sinsuo ne no a boat almost travel by remote control na the boat no sinsuo no so a na twa pictures kire niema a wonsuo na se ba wo tablet so laptop.
Oh really?
Ma hu niema wo
Ghana phone call here ni omo di mekoni ayi na omo yes ade we
say mu mesua no adru ba bi a edwane edi amete se nkrofo kan understand am hwehwe baby a drone afa na dey wo ka dey na to bo ase na twam train na tu da enkwala no mo yes ade we say no omo ye no mo de come Western Naval Command Takrade omo na test ade no oposoma wo to show say ade na omo aye no ebetimi akọ oposo na betimi aye marine research ama wo ku enema oposo e wo ponase we ya Ghana for nkwala.
Wow. Wait, well, Kumasi from Kra. How is this widespread across Ghana? Dr. Enim now say then I will come because Dr. Enim, this is what they be about innovation, science, and now
oh my idea pa na minister so I idea pa because yes idea we are a bebo Ghana pa. Now in the man no aba so sometimes to us ne be new. But so yes, search be a maybe an new, but there could be original part to this. If you say Ghana, it means harness it, and no crowd we even create just for us. So
I think I went on Colana and no one patent you.
We can look into it. We can look into it. Now zipline there, we can also talk with zipline. Say idea nini. We can go into agreement. So but basic factual, we 1,000 year 20. We 1,000 year 500. Now employ and call for. So now along the line, so no, it be now say technology, no, say patent to file 20 years in it, what we can also do is say you bet my tongue crampo in yiska at the forefront. So and maybe you to make kind of say patent, you to make kind of original idea, but we are search now. So it might bring us something. And that's why we are all here say about buana adiwe edin because yes, idea we are Mr. Ghana, yembre. Yembre. Na ye ka eneme bia wo ka business case krampa enkwala no mo ba out no enema no mo de ba out no make back say for every 1,000 students be as about among the 1,000 come the one new idea ba it will pay for more than 1,000 students because the money in original ideas are very important but the lack in cacao ye memo I say they can course no here product development meaning say I didn't know my building no just a prototype a concept. For that thing to become original product, it has to go through so many processes: scalability, serviceability, manufacturability, risk management. It's a lot, and it has to also meet some requirements. You'll be a friend of codes and standards. So, what code are we building to? What standard are we building to? Durability, and the fielder. So, and know you're near my so that we can harness something for Ghana. So, like I said, Ghana idea PFU. Into a KPIs, which is a key performance indicator and index. The baby, maybe it like I say 5 years in the patent 10 at the other. And 2, look at one company you see, I startup. So it's the opening there, Banny, opening Mabo Abaso, very good for Ghana. You see, Obi the buyer, SCS near the what they count, you didn't hear the count. AI also what can I say in the field that more AI strategy and then governance. Time your friend is prompt engineering, and we are just a little bit. I have so many more. Me fee say Sanke nyina the adwin besua side way a ebeboa but they hear me pay sustainability some can
Okay.
be on a long-term sustainability no bibia start here on say it take it time answer you discover she once start say feed your friend saying returns and to me tashe niema metashe niema bia or business case so what is the economic feasibility analysis done into this? Risk analysis is very important because we have risk analysis in here. A bit buoyant, maybe be a difficult in one. So, if it to master new year, if you are now have for risk, if you are not risking it also. So, until we have to map the process, and then see, say, what are the possible risks, and then how can we mitigate it, or if we cannot manage it. So,
Okay.
and then in Kuala program, no, I see it to me try say, in name of no, yes. There ebeboa Ghana, ebeboa Africa, ebeboa the world. Na see a ye pa near.
Doctor, any make your point already about patents, no?
Yes.
Doctor, do you imagine and who said the enquire very creative a year in Ghana about register because Doctor Nim, I want no air takrade a temata krade boy, what to me a patent in your mama. Oh, only an America for you, imagine not to Mama Nano, Joe Biden Craman Award, Ghana you. It is the all case and Colani, the only and Okrebeti Ukraine, it's Kawuma Bagana. Yes, I want China where we are the
Because the mass zip liner, zip liner, many aji ye born sem. So, Bessicano mube making need the mind, say a balance agreement now. I would like to know a little bit about because more contract law background. I make my boy, my kasa ye, being where they are coming from, and I can also help with the search. So to make sure I can help with it.
Eti doctor ni ma doctor do to me say whether I'm patent and I'm doing doctor I didn't tell no the bank can register the patent.
I believe sir there's a business space occupied in Ghana. Almost all American members say we are not Ghana. Your companies are say university inventions no more patent no more commercialize. That's their work. Because universities need our expertise no. And you know, so when you be the Dr. Nim, and now the other microphone changing inventions to commercial, obey the end some fashion so. Inventions, baby. And it's the same, you drew baby, so share and quality for Raura. And near maybe on my ya, almost me wire on my him now with solar panels. And mom generate electricity for the palace.
Wow.
Oh, baby, I'm not only national grade. I mean, Mkwalano. Now say a interview of Makraba Hoka say, I did in a intimate fan call baby. Ain't the Dr. Nimokano after the show, you never link up. Now yet to me, I create opportunity for us to be able to look at commercialization. Now, which me commercialize here, as I provide incentive for more inventions to happen. Because I said some year me who pan am ye bibia, my brother in it's very important, sir. So with me a commercialize patent here. You will want say more inventions are coming. And you no create a circle of prosperity. I need to be the breaking cycle of poverty. Because according to some year we are at the way baba, and Tinia Mena, a quaint be a fast one, on cheap poor person in Kiachum. Fisa Colano, Adia Oyen, a go beyond this school. And you know, all the acquire exams in a practical. At the same time, so we also between the air at the Kessia, I'm in Faso Kessia, Abba, Amano, and the Bushian for. We need people like Dr. Nim, and I'll tell you, seeing America say, Ama, it be at the evening game. It's very important.
Meyema aha aban ye the FBB technology commercialization fund Meyema DOE and every year no technology so ma gather nyina no eba me nchen we review na ma try say young commercialize way and yes me technical me wo business no so ka ho me wo marketing ka ho me wo technology ka ho me wo operations value chain management bebre me ka you only
have to anyway, better you be Ghana. Don't get to more baby farm work. Maybe I'm collecting creations.
So, Ninya say, with time, you know, say you're bidding commandamatic process and as the side end, I adventure. So, near nyina no ADCC any because the abe there very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
I
Okay.
say you be so because I know they be tia dey wake up because I'm person bisa question mark say self-sustaining. And to how part na self-sustaining, you know. E almost say don't be pay school na pay, but I see a fat plan mom. You be lose be to other countries on beko, but kakra na be to my home because they say they can university say we here na me require MIT kakra around MIT holding in ano companies who say good holding in ano yes from school no they create companies they started from academia.
Okay.
So research then they build it, but what is missing with your chrome they say how to scale from that concept to the market. It take it time. They do what about training but they say about training. Yeah, the 100 inventions but near to me developing and find say 10 me say a never be no be break.
And I'm even surprised about Ghana and Crown Baby. You're very creative. You look at SHS one call on waiting a year. The one I like about the more machine to me as pictures. Because can you know we were diving no aquaculture or the underwater camera. But this they've simplified it, no risk. Who fly at the end was you know so and no aquaculture picture. And I think you patent I said the we be creative Juma the Amagana and na dog kind of broach and crank a senior high Juma. Do why not say and Colano was still enough?
Yes, that who's that made me figana. Etina and name bidding ho. But me buy and uma conducive environment, they will do it. Laptop in the kitomono, they will do it. But I never come me tell who say and Kualani ye be penum de to YouTube. So because only baby or the befa. So that's it. It's on the better YouTube. Who the two YouTuber? I bet after some time, you can't even patent it. Obin Swafa. And that's how we have to educate people on IP space, because your patent strategist for your patent agent, your patent lawyer. So your lawyer cramp owning patent strategy. The strategy, is very important. And then intellectual property is a business tool. So I say, and your technical tool is a business tool, which you put a spin on this a best me add one MBB.
Okay. Okay. My kind messages ni be doc. Mpese ye bani busa about obi busa about the cost of all this because say at least a lot of people almost messages almost sending no. Utumu say nko convince ampa education investment dey here because say ya na China for ABT we ase no. Enti ye bru say no. Ni here na say ye be consistent free necro. Now, yes, maybe in the next 20 years, yes, we are about BT African countries because Rwanda for in the next 20 years, consistent, you beat your money. Me person me banam busa about whether more ministry, more focus on more coordinated from more mass skills, no what the senior high school level, no to university, to the job market, synchronizing across board. But my main kind message is the answer. Alex, enim. There be just a good job, Minister. One mama pe wasem project here because no nim say we say ekoso. And Alex, you say Dr. Nim has a project on the invention hub, and Doc, I say he would like you to talk more about it. And my friend, Dr. Adutwum, you are the best education minister since the Fourth Republic because vision way out there, but STEM, TVET, no more be that. But he can confidently say this is a very good project. Say no way. Investing more in C technology into the minister Yaman Kolane, and it's a very good thing because that's the direction. It was a Ghana echo joke actually was a great minister because onim da say minister oti ministry onyina eduma moye enie. Godfrey Osebon to say Americans are ahead of everybody because of the way their system works, intellectual rights near the into say minister all the no na bamudi na say wadwene America level awama Ghana economy na we na say yenye consistent so aje my prem person chat GPT na abano 3.5 o sign it up you get sample press releases of Education Parrot Africa oma commend other people like aban niema all year and funding into schools because abrofocrat na tia mama who say funding into schools ne ade abema African countries ni nyina tumi akọ omanim na ya anya de ne edi agro ebe ha adwene Wilberforce Kwadwo Aboaje say if you are opposition for any person almost sabotage and then they ain't opposition say na focus say mahama kraba da ache ade we want to so kra ye bebo no because e ade e bebo o man da ache education there me see no na be mo hie ni eskeni bo mu nyina be koye o mu nyina ba be yes ka for business people mo be bie company no ma franco for education pe we education bibie ni we be mo hie ni eskeni ayepe so ho Kofi Boateng say tax a very good program pa na nefia de abane o ma minister ampa wa ba no enye we e na nka da bia wo se ye no enye da bia se nkofo tiantiam na bi di atemmoa. This is the essence of leadership. The tax Boateng e kan no say we ni ade a ye kan leadership wa we eneche prosper tete aja on the obusa question say on abodi okay nyina ope but kantanka e wo ho kantanka so ye bia mo wa system bia mo ese mo de nkra ni bi be ko kantanka no mo train omo ana mba mo so stem no kantanka fo so abam na ma mo stem no to bi hu ayi a omo so be ya e be boa man kola no enya mfaso ana cause at least omo na so mo wo a bit of infrastructure bi wo hodada nti how are you bringing them on board. Stephen Tufo no say Dr. Adutwum we a fantastic young man pa doc kron sheda anye young bi asa wanyini ba still anu na efentiana who is say young no I say we a fantastic young man but one of the finest and the best ministers Ghana has ever produced. I say yes I deal with there or support no any day anytime anywhere the message or no so e dey abano no or hineba or being down so say if you have good project this is good I say on ho asem dey no one say aden na ministry we nyina mo nka ho asem I say na video ya mo yi afa na ono kura hu say say schools we nyina wo ho so on da enti Dr. Adutwum no aka che PR department for no nkofo so wo hu kura wo wan say we nyina e kosom efia ye bo as education minister, may the Lord bless you. One wa ban ni ade nyina we chese Ghana sika no Ghana tax mu ye ni yie and chese mu wa nsuade hu amode beboa wo man no. Fifi Banji say the sad thing is the Western world keeps supporting third world countries. Well, they have to support us. You go nenya no anom be fa o na nanom do koyo o man no. Kohwe Belgium, DR Congo sika no de aye Belgium no. France, French for sika no de aye France no. Ti so omo support you mudi. We even need more. Go the omo na nanom be fa free Ghana nya bi ni. What I say nti here get it up say if you me there we nkwa ono abo abaye nti I'll continue to vote for MPP. Get it up the message no or the abano abednego chikata say eye pa say na minister to me di we aba because to de bia say negative nkwa na ye kan Ghana so hwe enema minister ene ne nkrofo omo eye and Lord Fred ahunu o say Dr. Adutwum ye buta what o say onim kwa say we koso I don't know why I'm going him. Also onim da o say Dr. Adutwum one man no and then o ye say no ba be fire pa ba say one man is afem because project na mo ye ne de I say ko ye pa anti paka na no atum akwasi wusu say sister patent are very visible when the community college or and the university interlace with local government needs. Inti I want to catch a minister no say omo ye patent kola na e designing niema no so omo interlace with university so any niema omo creating na ebe cause in fact no na Dr. Adutwum e kan ho asem no Vida Boche say Dr. Enim help these young children pa no omo patent omo ideas because a very good initiative pan and cray and one class was and one Ghana and Kola Mudi Meko, Edi Fufu Di Banku, and on Motimi I say, oh, Mercy Ajabeno says if you a great job and oh yeah, no Mercy. Mercy, that's baby. Thank you so much. My big sis, no. And Andrew Kotoko Kese, no, say providing textbooks to schools, or say provide textbooks to schools and stop wasting money on inflated tablets. Well, Minister Charles Abroche, and school, Uko School online, oh. Online, oh. Textbooks no use so na atete until be online the textbooks still have a place but in two cases a minister no should provide textbooks and stop in the long term. If you look at the life cycle, the shelf life of a textbook compared to digital textbooks and also Amazon e-books or ntimbaza elevate your thinking why na eto de bia Ghana no say ye penisa yen konko textbooks obi akonanim so King said Edumwasi great insight pa onu su nim da say Ministry of Education ti moto was and say adwuma mu ye ni na mo kata so amomo obi ehu sa no na agoti usuma kan message o sisi de fi am cyber security analyst with 6+ years and I'm back in the community college in Ohio because the Intel presence na wa ha no e was so utumi nya sa yi ni bintibusa honorable mayen. The federal and the state is pushing more money into community colleges for cyber security AI into many minister because I see America for cry no mukodo. Or see they are pushing money into community colleges, cyber security, AI knowledge, Ain't honorable so but more money and shame. In fact, honorable, this begs the question about technical education. Say technical education, so maybe na technical schools Ghana na nke wodi pa. And now honorable to say mo de omo can STEM no one technical schools no. Dr. Adutwum mo de technical schools na kan eyi na ho ana STEM no ho. Hello doc, o mic no edumam say o mic na I don't know how. Maybe on sa komia so microphone no.
Kawute.
Aha, fediete. Now you busa about technical education says it say mo de kan ho. Doc am say on sa komia so bio, am say o ye na on sa komia so nti edum bio. Fantastic, aha, fedi enko. Yeah, na sendum. Aha. Asendum.
Okay.
Aha, fedi ho.
Yeah,
Aha.
niema ekoso schools ni bi oho abetifi yenya equipment akugu ho grebe enkwala no adesua no fidi egumu bebrebe enti technical schools so be bia technical schools secondary technical no nanu so ye hwe kwa be famu a ye be fa so a
I'm saying more tete honorable lapel no lapel microphones they obusa yan more television as I no want it. Zana lapel microphone is not TNT. Normally we be use standing one and I say hanging boom mic and I be bisa. Technology ni biya no na be kakaye ni abe ye be man kra na ye microphones. Ewo Ghana ye nkwaji obi a microphone bi ama. Ofosu mensa guy say if ya I don't have the words to explain the ministry no my yo. This is a fantastic job. The Ministry of Education ayene. O say what a wow. And Ofosu mensa gaga na ekata ne yam crash no. No one say all this is going on and he didn't even have an idea of a ministry. No Ministry of Education mo for no mo pushing na yeah mo because nko force na nko mu nim class mo ye adwuma we na just a ministry no my ade mo workers ho nyina from the secretary to esoro my ade say you are doing this. These are the messages that people are sending. Honorable Lord Mazuki say if you upon all the explanation honorable there meant to still our questions. Hey, now the question be me over na be so busa minister. But mo questions na me busa mama no why. Prosper tete ajadi aso onjin the say honorable talk is cheap. As a way the kasa na o kasa. But honorable the video about ya show video ni nyina nti I don't know which talk be mo say cheap. These are some of the abetifi there no honorable we na o kan be bo a. Iti we abetifi school no. Honorable Mike no na it sanko. Yes, that year the mic was doing okay, so I don't know why I say here there. Abetifi school for cry ni. We mun aba be great women no that you know. Why you money and it said the excitement, sua there. Yeah, call secondary school we cry hunu bi. Yeah, cry call science schools no. Yeah, BBI say na mo SHS na mo yeah well then there. It's really, really good. This is good. This is good. This is very good. This is very good. Honorable, why your microphone here? Na afe yenti o abetifi de na oka no. I don't know say where your workshop and I say esan ye mo IT yini bia.
Workshop.
Honorable microphone na ye ache mu say where na your workshop na mo sia mo na. Hey, abetifi SHS na ka nyina sense ho no. Hey. Wow. Honorable microphone. Patrol boss, mun check it honorable microphone in my why now. This is impressive. Abetifi senior high school. Abetifi for one school pa. This is a whole SHS. And mo microphone. Wow, wow. Yeah, Abetifi technical school. Abitech. Abetifi technical no. Ana bon pacho bio microphone wadum no. Bio microphone na enti abetifi technical no. Umia so ai beba. Pacho mumia so ma honorable my why. Aha. Honorable.
Abetifi Technical Institute no. Adwuma na nkwala no ye no efe kwa. Wo hwe mfidi a omanya a omde eye adwuma na efe se ubenya nkwala ade na wo kire wo no omutimi ti ase yie efi se mfidi a ode ama wo no mfidi a omutimi de ye adwuma emeye akono. And we all may home economics no so almost all de a baby I say ama and now we Accra we Applied Technology Institute our East Legon. We see a school for cry and fidi gumuno and no alcohol no ma there's some dissuade dia and also ain't no
no me tematek so empacho tematek for e mo mama bi
at my technical institute they may be part of it me very schools enya no doso nti ni list na wo manim ha.
Okay.
Na
And
say
akokodi ase tech ne boase se tech no ne ade.
They say secondary technical for no na start omo so ho adwuma. Idi kan ye MBTI schools no convert omo nyina. And a technical institutions so start in mfidie. The next phase no Australian government be am a secondary technical. In fact, secondary technical na kan no na okọ no we technical no secondary na bom. Enti no eno boy pa momutim be engineering ni ade esin ne a separate no. Ti e pese yenye mfidie ma omo okọ ha obetimi aye ni mienu. We science utimi ye woodwork ni metal work ka ho. Utimi ye draw ayi ka ho, technical drawing ka ho. Nti eno nso ade ayeye ehun adwuma na secondary technical for no enso etimi abe adwuma say we school we esi wanyinam ene e TV school a mfidie egum bebre ansa na be school na mfidie ni nyina aba ehon nso enema ekoso kama timi aba TVET enka achiri wo hwe mfidie hu a haya we ye technical universities eno so ye engineering labs engineering labs ama technical universities ni nyina in fact our lab no kra ewu mfidie sente Ken US ukọ no dia so edisua di o technical university bia ya ben di aba edi mfidie na gum ama omo nso no ede ye adwuma ama ma de kire no more practical than other traditional universities no enti TVET no ekọ nanim akoduru ba bia omo ahyeda esese nyame adom anyom headquarters say TVET omo anyom director general na say it is omo panin da ka say TVET nko school biam na TVET nko GS there be TVET ye you ma fi GS on the TVET every twem no ma it is second class citizens
Sa
na woko no GS TVET ni ayi bi say yi omo nyina KTA nyina yi won fi GS edo omo akonya omo so ye omo ye ewo technical TVET service omo director general ama TVET enya baby pagina pa nti se so mo ko omochi I do be ade
na just mo ye ne sa na motimi de modwene akọ mo so na mo ne support sika ese so mo saka mo be de nti mo budget bi a mo de asi mo anim se mo de be mo ana
wo separate budget we know say our deputy minister adwuma o ya ne TVET one deputy minister yes
TVET nkwa
TVET nkwa on the deputy minister adwuma o ya ne TVET and son omo director general enti apege TVET ya omo original directors say am no work say omo asenya buses for schools sabram no work say baby a TVET akoduro na kwana nim sen kan TVET bebrebe then so obi nimu a obehun so work ya ena TVET egu TVET apega papa
but mo kan say no mo system bi a skills ya wo mu nye ya te se America fo ne na no me ne Germany fo ka se o so wo mu hia nkofo workers nya asem ketwa UK fo hia nkofo any other countries so hia bi sa skill set ye bi wo ya ebi mo so wo mu nya adwuma nye e wo Ghana mo won hihye bi amone sa countries bi kasa ebi kwa na ebi so te Ghana so ye adwuma boa Ghana so economy no mo obi bi sa
we know ba ka so helen obeka say edika no adi nkomo we anka ho asem na wo twimi ne atwa mu an German ban ene German ambassador eba Ministry of Education ebeka kire say omu hia ye nkwala yi papa as say enam sa akwanya no so ama technical school ha on start German language omo be German language into we no ye welder was at German language account omo ma binum so call Institute of Languages enti eyade a Ghana FB no abrochire so be fa bi ama emofrey enya kwanya sonko a emodu German government na migration division omabaha Ministry of Education ha any abedin kita ho ama identify technical schools betimi enya enipa fi ho no ma adwuma o Germany
many agye no ho pa because me this ade we achi say wo hwe mo America you plumbers welders in an Australia for be framing almost say forklift operators ni ade omo pay workers because COVID ne ba na fa hu no mu hia nkrofo no mu nkrofo ni bebe so mpesa adwuma no enti ge wo system bi anke train binum ya de omo bre omo ankom beje panti many agye say enti Germany pena mo ne omo ya na mo bepe other countries a omo hia workers ni omo akasa bi wo Ghana na bi so ko
countries we approach any Minister of Labor and akambo mu a ye saade no ho adwuma sebe ya o men hihye ene mra efa migration hu nyina no on bi di so na o metimi so aboa ama saade wo kan no shortage na aba wo memu Ghana for nkwala nso benya akwanya na o metimi akoboa okoho o betimi atoa no musua so okoho o betimi abeboa na busuafo duro bi a ya na ehwese nkrofo kwaburu chire temi ya dem kan me ko ye maba me ko tra honum emfie aduonu nsi asomaba enti obi ko aburu enya hwe okọ a obenya moa obo akosua bibi a daachi odeba ebeba ede abeboa ne man enti eyade a league contest bi a obi a na eno bedi nkita ho ni age ni edi achire ni aboa ama yenkwara no usua adwuman so no ebi tena ha no ebi nso benya kwanya ewo man bi so a oma be ye emoa ameeman
doc we dey many age pa amachi de ne bo no nyum o ka se nkrodo so ayen tena fa akonya nim guase ene mo anso maka ne bro fo ache se wiase na ye global village mebo a enti ba bia obitumi ye adwuma me nua kuma ba ako e wo spintet wo ye adwuma Germany wote wo ye IT enti wo Ghana ono wote Germany wo betena Ghana still he works to Germany enti ebia ne ho faso no na we dey o kan ye wano ansikra na brante ba kwa said message there ade be promote brain drain na na wa we yi na no se okọ yeso aba na na do se so okọ abroche so aba president mama wakotena abroche asua de da so aba obi akwa obi abeba nti technology and knowledge transfer wa maso kra so osika so ba Ghana nti no so boa o man no o man no so okọ na nim nti doc no dey I'm very happy about that because of unemployment rate na e wo Ghana no nye obi a na benya adwuma o Ghana to the obenya adwuma wa abonte no kudos na che se okọ na nim Regina bedi akose doc ho ye no wanwa kra was I'm speechless eno wanwa se ye sa na ma we wo Ghana no onim da se ye sa na ma we e wo Ghana o se eno wanwa for so Abraham mo na wo ka se brain drain no no bo se nye brain drain taking advantage of the global space what you say India for enka say brain drain but America Silicon Valley India for Google omo vice president India ni in fact UK omo prime minister no so India ni o eno brain drain so India ni UK for prime minister no India ni say nye brain drain nti when we have juma o baby obi betimi akoya let them go and work nti we for so answer no honorable we nyina o me pese me ja o kam community ade so sana me ma o ma for so efre no mo so kire o ma dwene wo ho ni nyina be ka ne say ye o betimi am my assurance say ye value for money because ni nyina ho sika ye nu say we de na che say bia kompa ye ntumi metena meka bra ye nka ho sika say te say na ye value for money ana
you be new aba said na Dr. Nim Ekam sustainability no ejina enipa nyame be ye o madom no ma ye niam bia no asa akofa sika ba ama man enhihye aye kama esikasem aye kama abrofu yakotro mu krum ye adwuma ma omo yenim se ade a ama ma ye abrofu kru ho niam ye kama no eye niam a omutimi ye tembia bisa nkrofo se so hwe Google na wo hwe YouTube se Ghana ni na de ba ya enke trose no betu ama Ghana enke Ghana budget ni na be fund Sabre nke GDP adane kra nti se no baby ewiase akodu no eye womo a omo de aniso ade hunu be ye fidie bi be bibia nkrofo nso de be ye adwuma woman did a system my crisis or knowledge economy. Into the knowledge in the end to me and near I'm your free and ye be a quamben ever fast one. Yes, no, ye mind input you a beconim. It is happy baby I do not dear. Me jiddy said, dear here, any day your ministry has a say, ye nim adia ya or may beconim, ye am prince who say ye be ye. Na se etimi eye ni yi a emfaso obebo ma no enu a na besa abo omen ho akonhoma amaye na pagya yan akoduru ba bi adache ye behwe achi no na hwa efefefe na nye ebre bia na bibi kitwa bisi ni economy ye ho kire etimi de migidi se ye nam kwampa so ekwan bia so yen ya ide adwuma ye hye nsa ye se ebeye nyame adom ya ye bi pen enti enya de a ye no basabasa bi ekwan bia so ye beye nia fata be mo men asesa na o men afa no
Doc, now castle man afa into my pefra na way, you know. Amos
na
Kelvin
na
Anan. Amos Kelvin Anan said, Doc, or ma of the best or say a brain gain. Ye wa junior, ye ton a junior no cope who sika a break better Ghana. A brain gain.
ge
Doc, you was him no. Doc internet na san article bi. Kofi Boateng say they are also discussing or say binomo discussing politics. Aha ye discussing national issue a ebe boa ma o man no akọ nanim. Frimpong also doc internet net ko ye.
ayo me say
Aha.
sabre de as internet no wabre
Edu enyumra ya na bandwidth no pressure was so yeah because obi a online.
obi afusie enti de me kan say enen komodie na efe be sa babiem na etimi adi nkoma adi mpuntuo eba o man no mu na mom enye ena we ayi say NYC na we gina ha say abato bebe de obeto aso mu nsam na nso de me twe Ghana for adwuna ko dwuna edru emuma sua mu a muma yemfa nia yenim se bebo a ne yemfa nya adwuma na o man no eda ache ebe yefe eda ase
Yo doc ya da se pa money yo na adwuma mo ye e de asom Ghana man ye be monitor so obi so criticize ya no onim se ono so obi a na enya adwene mo ne obi a na ya o criticize ya o de politics so ho enti ye be bo abaso because education there me de bia me kam papa ye so ade bia o se e ka ne shirt kro beton do wako school because no na ebe mo watumi aduru ba bia won so betimi ato aso enti doc mo busomtwe for da se ye da se pa abusiafo nti Minister of Education yera ya was Adutwum na ye ne na kasa na wa cheche mo say video ka ho obi say if you are not verifying where the video there's video evidence these videos are not cooked na ye reporters ho we nyina ye nim school no me school a obobo nyina fa minim enti no nye say ye cooked nye say ye betena ha na ye tia Dr. Anim dia na abeka kire honorable say beyond the when na okofa sustainability by na minister so asom sa mpa so mo so de o se be yo ahwe say won beto aso anye enne nko a bato chena mfaso beba
me feel say ni nyina ne kwan so a ye de aka ne say ye de aba ye beboa ye pese Ghana ko nanim enti de yensu enim de bebre ne odom so bebre me wo NGO bi e friend I2I mega hub Google me de obehu ayo amanone professionals bebre wo so me da send los for so ase na jemfi dwabofo say ono so onya mbre maame last 2 weeks
last 2 weeks ye be kan ho asem sa
yeah nice pa na nkofo bebre nim enti no mo ti ye no they were really very happy pa ti e domine de any nkofo na bebre ho enti say mo pesi etumi gina ho nso nya nkofo bebre de ba on betumi aboa ni nyina ne say ye behu de edwumanity ni etumi yahwe ha ebetumi aboa e de available say ebetumi aboa edwuma no
doc wo ya wo expect mambusa ade last one na minister kan about say German for no kra bagana behunu Ghana aban say omu hia nkrofo technical school for no wo mo won sa no dwuma no ye me ya say ye ko school ye nsua technical bi ye me ya pa minya kam ya kra bi kam ko sua technical yi nyina
enye too late you can do it
me see me ko sua bi den because ye so no obi ye nsa no dwuma na ye say no no de drop out and na wo me na diska no ana me kan obi o sisa
America ha Oba America ha so asa omo mboti kwa mpo no you see it
etre sani nkrofo gisika wo etire bomu koboti a Yeah, do $200, $400. Didn't you Ghana ni emu and net it's for one years for. Omo me carpenters, Macy, America for plumbers, sika omu din America yes kaketwa. Engineer unu ya be ma dog ko ka say German for na be hu Ghana ban say yen crofo no mo wan sa no dwuma no. Omu training omu omu wi amu before ma ko Germany. To omu nsua German kasa ne nka ho. Do you think it's a good idea? Because maybe no kasa brain drain, but so say a brain gain.
A honor tricky kakra. When you're on the cost benefit analysis war. So sometimes as you crobia no on person also keep it on money baby so cronim. So America say okay say ufi chroma ko baby na nyom de. Nti on be try say obeka cronum na wa yabom no mo de akomonim. So nti a good idea kakra be ko be say to me make sure say you bet make keep be mun so a bet ma so cronim because o kontokwa na odun ko fonya kontokwa hwan no be fi. So just my dream chere. Say
I think minister ka say omu di ebi be ha na ebi so akọ. Nti omu mpo obi anko sa.
Na omu tumi ye ne sa na aboa na te say omu kosua no ebi ba na ebi ko na ebi na wakọ Ghana me so menya e betumi di na ma 2 ye na e de doma ba ebe so because critical mass no important. We nya sa critical mass na dey na betumi assign echi. They say program omu ye no unhu simple but huge very big program pa say ejuma no so yensu ye bem ye bekoa enti ye be try your best yensu ye be gather steam na etumi aba ye bekoa
yo doc where you know take na internet America for crypto dey be am internet to me trip e say am dey trip say Ghana dey ya enti doc to say adwenche na dey aba so ma fam o ma fa anya dey on be man kura ni nyina akọ on be ma bi atena Ghana na ebi akọ na omo ho no de euros no ba na ye de bi je tax no de chichire wo ma no omo sa de bi training more student doc say na aka
no mo dey aba
eno
nti doc e masi pa mo ni adwuma mo ye de sum Ghana man doctor
na send los sponsor assist say dem kan no me da na Jemfi edabo sponsor assist pa say opportunity we so contact me a ye nyina ye di nkomo se be boy ye man ba ko aka a ye be hweso
ye better ministry workers so say na o mo sleep nkomo ko o mo say 5 o'clock no mapon o mo nyina sleep sa ye da mase mo ade o boss mpon ye o be da pon nti ye da mase wate ye da mase anko sham say mo nyina mo sacrifice amagana man but vida boche wo message wo say I hope say nkra yi a mo nyem o mo ye mo nsa ma emeka ta ba mepa adwuma ma mo because the ekire mu yi we ye mo am skill set ya mo am betimi dia ye adwuma e create bi kra ma mo nuanom Ghana fo bi wo say ono de we kra che say ono de obe break 8 no vida de ne de no de say breaking the 8 na ne ya no and afempo ofosu say can you imagine I want honorable to visit my school na nanu ya my school yes I'm Robert so breaking in tell the honorable boa other schools school be kan nti fa school ni di ma ye na yan kan je bi kwa na school no ko honorable ma ba wa ma o ma be ye adwuma wo honom asari David say Dr. Adutwum uye good one doctor ba mi amoba MPP mu nyansa ni nimdie ne vision amode aba no you have added value nti o say ono de obeka che doc no Emmanuel Owusu say the best education minister in the history of Ghana kudos and command we dey fanye politics but say obo minister na basumo waya ade pa Kofi Boateng say ebinum de omu discuss politics 365 days in a year unnecessarily these are the issues e wose e dey adwene koso na ye boa na o man no tumi ko nanim Amos Kevin Anamia me boss do Amos Kevin Anai elder papa Pentecost elder wa being motivational speaker counselor everything me bra pani amindi no agro see we a brain game the minister na ye he is very impressed with the minister and the abache say doc mu ya so no GSS boy na wa copy America watch radio America ni ade but ni sike nyina ba Ghana these are the people a mo be boa Ghana nti de obe code de obe tena Ghana ni nyina the end of the day no ebe boa Ghana Ghana leaders yenye omu nyina obi a ko tua de wa abrochire e na omo be boa Ghana from Alan President Mahama President Anado President Kufuor Okosku abrochire omu nyina the end of the day Ghana e na omo de build so nti obi ko pe kakraba no de be boa be chechire Ghana at the end of the day Ghana wins it's a good day na mo de aba no doc Kofi wa Texas doc o adwenche bi ade ka ho am education no also the o in academia what do you think we idea be boy any
mini academia Me a doctor dear, but me a juma in the industry.
Oh, okay.
Me chia me fellow giant, Dr. Alexander. Me so me call
Hey.
GSPS.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
yeah. Nice meeting you. If you doctor, education minister, the oye no, I think say me follow name na oye no, the schools no, my share, but I don't know. I say we them become and become for Western
Okay.
region. Me who say the star happen where side ho. Me say do Western North. It education minister be sha Western. Ye magana for bibia, so bibia ba pedam buru afie. It way there make no say Western in the radar no, so at least next one no on consider. The other way na me tiase kakra ni say.
I think
Who
what's saying
say
I don't know why you we brand here no share pictures so bet me share Western region schools ni bi omo e bi alcohol.
Oh, sir, existing school no dey be na hu ahantaman girls.
Okay.
okay?
No, Western region. And afei efijai enso enya STEM center.
Okay.
Na eno pa ho a esikado nso yesi model junior high school eno nso okona nimpa. Western region. Enti Western region ewo. Enti enya de a yeja Western region actually. Or we in Western region there. Be a man small come out and be assured. See in your Western region.
Yeah, that's it.
The best comes
Okay.
from the West. Doc,
Okay.
into other okay, I'm saying okay, hold on, Doc. All my evidence, this is I see a hunter mine. This is all my evidence I just what drew Western region until hunter mine so no be on my being pan hunter mine. One my being raw. Yes, no. One my being pa. And you didn't form my pa that chingana yas and 12 for pan ago. This is a hunter mine. SHS. Almost science labs, no. And no. And
Yeah. It is if you are back to make my question, you know. As a Ghana, as a country, you know, you're fortunate kakra. Okay, Western world now, a lot of young people, no, interest in STEM, no, but you were very high interest in the STEM fields. I'm saying that because we share your pattern now. Your secondary school enrollment, you know, or even science programs, you know. Now share your universities, you know, the number of STEM related graduates are churning out. I can say it's a Ghana you lack STEM talent. We don't. The minister because he here be brave. I believe say the problem no about be the yen as of mine no the STEM graduates no no. I think that's where the problem is. I believe that that's where because since if you many class, this was as far back as 2005. Civil engineering, we were 150 students. We was just tech. So in the
two somebody tech.
and yes, STEM field be an hands on.
Okay.
So any area in an hands on. Me say me a civil engineer, strategy engineer, but me into consulting. Inti me call out environment niyama, but I'm doing everything me bibia in ni na wo ha. So it any areas ni na hands on. Yeah, what the practical side of it, which is the trade side, you know. Anyway, it is term no dey anka you will be. But the yen as of mine no, ye the graduates no ye no. Na me feel say a problem no. The minister no ye no but me guys are buying so share how we create more opportunity among STEM graduates, you know, because I guess you be produce graduates, you know, a lot of them will move out. So a lot of them will move out, which is not bad because eventually, you know, it be coffee, but at least if I say a on my parents, so you hear graduates need be now or contributed directly on the ground to national development. I think say the work can.
I think minister who can be about more to harness the skill. Minister, let me answer the question. Besides that, about students, about what how we use them.
Your university graduates the started omunye. Sabre Yensia started up skills development fund funded by the World Bank. We have millions of dollars in the fund. A number of small young men and women, small companies are applying for grants. These are free money to really boost their numbers and hire more people. So job creation also is very important because So almost started creating more jobs. Then you have a very good opportunity for most of people to get opportunity to also work. And a question of say abrochirim. We're also looking at how do we help the young men and women be innovative enough to create jobs, and how does the government support it? We are supporting it through the Skill Development Fund. You apply, we give you money to boost your company if it's already existing, to create a new company, and then these are monies you don't have to pay back, but we make sure that you are using it to start a company and build a company. So job creation, entrepreneurial drive, and some our corporate sector. One of the things that I've seen lacking, and I say, universities, are no longer recruitment grounds for companies. Also around the world, we will invest in but national service now near say the bebo mine asabaya semama. And the companies in invest in recruit. Foreign companies are not coming to our university. Ghanaian companies are not going to our universities because of fees that open national service and alcohol. But serious companies, they are not looking for national service. Also training na ejuma na ohia wonne. Koye ejuma mame. Na mean training I also wear national service. Only time. A number of companies are recruiting people from India. So sometimes they are a simple. So companies are not growing. No. Sometimes the ecosystem that you are creating and facilitating job creation. A job fair, for example, job placement centers. We for university now, and I'll go online. Who and graduate or more page, with me free for interviews this year. Now we are facilitating it. Over Texas, your must start a job placement center. Now say near high facility managers for our high schools. Also, again, I can't be any maintenance culture. Can't be any maintenance culture, but they have maintenance personnel and maintenance budget. And one day, you hire NIPA 70 from tech for facility managers for our high schools. Or more placement center, or more mobilize, or more interview, or within 1 week, near for
NIPA 70,
Yes.
Wow.
Other companies will do same. If university create job placement centers to look for employees. Company people are and also open for him and local. The universities must have job placement centers.
It's true.
The universities must do job first. Allow the company to come there. The Vice President Baumia, I suggest and say, it me waive national service for those who secure jobs right away from the universities. Because graduation, Ushan Kalano, MI, first class, you know what you say when you Ukra first class. Other places in the world, they will go and grab them.
Deloitte for they go to the schools,
That is it. Now, one creates an ecosystem. Now, we'll say, you did not create an ecosystem for recruitment of your graduates. And we need to create that system. Our companies never flock to university campus to recruit. I've been on advertising the newspaper. Well, papa reading newspaper apply.
If you don't, cannot there some fix it with the Maya no meboa to solve that problem.
To solve that problem.
Okay. And you don't once and doc the amount no they are fixing it because I now can approach in Amuko schools no more recruiting no. And ya do ye. E wafake mama good evening.
Stefia.
Wafake yentio.
We dey me chow enumere akonya ode amame. Stefia next mebo dog abaso but dey kan na na ekufo do mebo na abaso papa. Stefia, I say mama yen fanya amanyosem ba ye dey amanyosem be.
Enfanya amanyosem we Ghana education was in the
baby Ghana education Stefia aban bi na aba na aban na be yo. Aban ya tuma aban bebraba omdo oman sika e bibia efaso amaso enti saban na ya de na aba o se ebo aban na baso no nkwa de Stefia de yen ba e beka because ura fi said there was a time me beka bibi u de NDC ni bi ba o se e friend Elikem o US
Elikem Kingsley.
Thank you, Kingsley. Me beka say look, Ekufuado onye hwe kra no education sector there were a big investment. Me beka TVET. Ni bisa say min kan de wo TVET mo kai. Emma, me can say even after TV at agenda 111, Emma Nick Saka, Ebisam Same agenda 111, a be where Emma who can send you chrome preview. Meboa. Stay here.
Yeah, because I don't know who be.
Thank you. It is a me balance or cousin, Mamma me find me a man or some man. Nipa bi mu tum fu trogu Ghana for any. And it say, and Yamia do not say minister Nakasa because the minister came, me de be a me ban me beka. Because if you are here, me Ashanti region, yeah, time I was saying, yeah, time I was saying, schools are near him, a prep college, or was, no, be a free so beko, St. Louis, or be a nana. When a dream says, school be to say, if you could be share what our share a aeroplane, almost a year, yeah, I'm saying, no, a minister and can was it.
Okay, no.
Aeroplane too, and when a name say, and maybe baba, your benya school be, any or was for now you. Now school be to say, almost me, I said, way. It is a banner idea, yeah, because form, on my paint that I'm a hammer to meet baby cassette. A banner is cababre, or who dear, a banner the eye. And Minister Obama, Minister Betcher, near my investment, President Kufuado, and I'm so. Ama Yera Adutwum. Oh yeah, it was a bar banner about snake catcher Ghana for some shed your binding, me be a becomes the president.
You would only have been Chebia Sebia or hand one as a BBA and found
Sophia, and for me was said, the banner and I'm missing a maybe I'm a banner about to say, well, no, sir, bano, Ama Ghana for whom Juma Sika, Ghana for so much general, Oma Ghana for who dear, the Sika air. And now Minister Baba Chema Ghana for you who dear. Abani be a sikaya no. Next time be I have been check go ha. Yeah, you be frame minister and so catch as a minister. You say, but me buy there. Me
abasu body unko.
MPP abai abasu because
for shaking reasons abasu body.
Doctor Adutwum aya there because maybe minister na po eja no ho Doctor Adutwum be fire no. Wa ye am obi who say yes education there because me still fear you be any baby you be baby na enam. And nyame aduma yade aba be pie krom here sabe ye kakra and I nim free education so me ankasa nim mebu ma office for be 6 and enya bia ko e Ghana don't come to me tua but free education aban so stay no so abeboa e bia ka ye nya bia nka ye no ka baby e we nka ye ko
nka you minister you what about you na say
MPP aban dem Mr. Ghana for say mon san to MPP na next so mon to ade omo ye no so na education there ekro bia be ya education stay via with us
Obake mama na wasi bebre o say on for shege reason I said that obebo minister abaso cause nipa ya de o say Brother Patrick, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. And it's a very educative program, and it's important say the statesman be banomo be kasa sena a minister be kan, you know. I only have one or two things. Number one, and it's every good program no must be sustained by law and by infrastructure. Mimiti program say yeah, because Ghana no, we have brought a lot of good programs, but etomrebia na say because we don't have laws and we don't follow through. Into me question my minister and say, because they are still in the majority. What laws have they brought in place to sustain programs like this? That there will be a fund, a part of the budget for educational budget allocated for programs like this, because sustainability is important. Very, very important. That's number one. Number two, and it's to machines. We know machines that are broken down in hospitals because yato machine need to it's here. We don't have any plan to maintain it. And all these schools have all these wonderful machines. Me STEM, maybe 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. They do STEMs. They are printing 3D things. I have the pictures of their STEM school. They have it every semester. They go there, so I know all those equipment. The point is, what plan do they have? Enough plan in place to maintain them? Because minister no, enye debia no obewo ho. Into what in share to kwemu a emra ebo ho ban say because at the padie ye bo ho ban. Se na be ya woni hom po a saa de no best stay beyond you. Me, that is where I always look at every policy of Ghana because say your policy na even your policy na say the ba na the mra back na mra no support ya. That is what gives it sustenance for the future to benefit from. So to me, that is where my problem is because the minister may not be there every day. He may move, somebody else may come. If everything ni oye nyina woni trimu na emre bia entaichi to roll out the entire plan now or what? Your best answer can then it becomes meaningless.
Maybe selection information from ministry now
Then
what
it becomes
the legal framework is to protect it.
If it is not in
Because
place,
what we did with health insurance scheme, because legal framework, even President Kufuor free or no NDC supported it.
You have to
they even
support
expanded it up to a point. And expand it.
That's all. And finally, we know he's doing good in all of these areas, but they should take a closer look at the free education again. In the aspect, say we should not do a lazy work. Dr. Adutwum live in this country. Onimsa high school no yetuya feeding my even middle school yetuya feeding. If you can afford it, you pay for it because the country have a system in place to assess. In So if we are asking, say, if we are saying, say, Ghana for, we are doing a lazy job. Ebinum betimi etua, omo betimi etua no. Ye mo muntua na eno support is na beya. The program can be sustainable. A good program, but it must be sustainable. But it's the way we are running it right now. No, we are boarding house in Kolako boarding house, a year free. It is not done anywhere. So it is not sustainable. Inti abayin bi beba no so onye sikana a best say.
I think you're better man about baby when delve. Yes. And then you say yes, but I think you're better man about baby will look at free SSS as an umbrella because that's a very huge project.
It's a good project.
And infrastructure. So, and the sustainability is key.
You have a point. To me, it's key. It's key. Because abambeko, but it was the pana abano. That is how we grow. Say na enu say we will never move forward.
Okay,
that is my submission for today.
I think that's a very fair feedback. I would say this issue keeps coming back. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pacho, and then you see in your politics, but don't say key. They be about all the politics. No. What they are same way babe campaign main the MPP inflation exchange rate in the on them. They just by the way. I think say minister me born about because now me so you come in say you must say cost in that way. Until the person me can say fear teachers na me and kind no. The last time I can say in my opinion I think started with technical and vocational schools. Because Krobia industrial like amount direct benefit here, technical. So ultimately your machines, ultimately your cars, ultimately it will go DOB. You save a lot of money. Until Europe now. They say Germany say for instance, they are so focused on technical education. And one thing Americans say mentality na I Ghana no. Say yes. School SS now got poly. Generally, no, even say failure and alcohol poly. And in a way, no, true. Yeah, I thought Legone Tech, any UCC near the no call Kofodia technique near the. And no, see as a side general because Kruma no, Ubenya technical school are connected say what brew ye. Go economics, economics, political science, law no. Only who say I say unim the opesa with future. Because me technical no machines near the unim the also opesa here with your life. The person mentality is very important aside everything no. And again, the Obano can support no because after Bibiano also students no munya support kakabia competition be a most innovative student near your support a way of yes I the baby skills but now omotiho And they are very important. And
Yeah.
last time I can say I'm say Germany are 7 and police they say say you need certificate for technical way no. Always say you make a video of yourself Juma. You can get their work permit because Chrome has
They say Ghana ni Oma Kasanti, most of them are accepting a TVET certificates. No?
Exactly. Okay, fine. Hano betcha flowers. Who are taking care of flowers by your
landscapers near the Siko
Exactly. Yes. Say me enche me we yo Ghana tina me say pound to mama miti only tell and say me measurement to her. Me call tell and say 50 euros.
Measurement no be measure okay 50 euros.
Me amakoto me tape am see me chicha me ho. Yes. Me take you measurement.
Wow, Sikan Kofo make it. This is why I was say pushing on yeah.
Yes,
I like that.
You can say a very good initiative. MBM almost the papa Ebeka. Inti me omo nka say obi NDC and MPP omo ya the papa Ebeka. Inti we na very good.
Bonnet ba Obeka.
And one no credit. Catch any say but when you reason the better MPP. And you reason cry.
Yo credit mama na see baby credit prayer from France. Bra ko me person obana say you ma MZ network ni you ma got free.
Me say me what Stephenville. Yeah. What Texas?
Texas.
Yeah.
Timo show them one. I want them go for no dey wi abom.
Yeah, baby.
I see. Okay, mami dey.
Well, me na me post me na me catch us honorable mfanani and share yes technical school. Ho na me try there na me free by. Na ye community school. Ana nyame adom omo convert no any TVET. But unfortunately I say omo converting ni we omo ni sheda emma so reason say omo breaki kakra ni nti ama omo classrooms ni bibia no ekọ form kra but omo revive no me person abo even though community no to me eboa school no because school a esi chrome you no duase ne praso medal nti eboa community no ye whole boys ni bi buy bi mu nyame adom fire service ebi mu ye electricians omo ana eboa community ni kakra school ni kakra
support bi ama ho
obia me support school no omo converting the code TVET ni we na mana ye din ama school ni pa na make us na nse mete say am robbers no ma kakra community ni dia omo store baako obi so akọ break into akọ sisa normal kakra na ewo
na mpatrosi school ni din de se na mentro na me send ama minister ne
Diase Praso Technical Institute ewo Konongo Asante Achem Konongo
Praso Technical okay me de be ma no why
sister ya eno ana mpese me ye na oboa na school no mayokuta makoma so ho na me kira de na nyame adom nya chance am de ba so still ye no communicate bibi keto a betima ya aboa no yes we are there
me kira ma me kwa kodi kira ma abusa exactly that school no in fact me tese akoma minister na yi no sisi a back good evening
good evening sister Fia
patro ntio
anwure me kira ne minister obaye unse we were your burger minister. On say
I say no one at your yeah.
On say the mode of operando ni different. When I different from a hano my form or downtown. Where you just
downtown in Ghana and feature no. There's a difference between Ghana ministers ni
on this or this day. Juma leadership. What is it here? You better have leadership. You see leadership crisis. Papa we Oko Ministry of Education leadership crisis where if he say I dream Papa won dream. The education ministry single out under Nana Akufo-Addo administration. That is the best. Sister last week I was in Ghana. Sister if you STEM schools are Papa we seen in Ghana no.
I
saw it myself. Sister if politics were
that's how crowd by they be on fire monty what everyone was one pan.
Yes, sister Fia, me politics in there because Sebio me your man papa. Me bako school Ghana so when you STEM school ni ba akukọ na nyame ya na adom na o che be engineer. O bet me dia bo mine no Na ni nyina no eye papa we obetena ha ne ye papa yi na adwempa e woni trim. Enya na ban no eye ono papa no.
Ya ban ni de enya na papa no kwa de ono de oye.
Yes, ye papa no. Enti sister Fia. Yes, third force for ye ba. Enye ma bi ebe ye nie. Ti say papa we ya why ade wo Ministry of Education no. No ye MPP ni all right, but ye ma ne nko. Ye de ni be ye adwuma, ye be ka so owura, wo ye Ghana ni, ye de Ghana sika e ma fa ye adwuma. Dwuma ye ba e be di no no. Enti ye na mo ntuo no no. Eno ni ye first thing. And sister Fia, sa ye ba sa technical insanu dwuma skills based knowledge where anya first time ye bi ba Ghana ni. In 1985, Tama structure adjustment in started, you know, as part of the IMF program, you know, and omukofa junior secondary school by na out of that program, you know, na yeba be training technical people. I don't hear call JSS near my T square, na da ya kwon to say yes or senior. Eso so ye ko ba ye no ne yentimi nya ye fia konwa kure bu a yentimi nye. Ye be minister say review ni checks on be am hu say enkola we ade on be yen ampampa betimi meet international standard.
Okay.
Enya say anhwe ye ye disika begum bebre be wiase ye no. Na te say me ko ba ye akonwa kura mentimi nya bi. Akonwa efia konwa emu epae a mentimi mbom mentimi fa hamansim emmo. Eno ye ade ba akon.
Yo.
Sister Fia, massima sa to asu bi emi. Sister Fia, on say nanse nurses for by UK ha say. Some ya aware. Omu free Ghana qualified nurses.
Amati se bia ba ho bi kwa
Sister Fia, mami kotu mi kotu something. On say Sister Fia, me de bia mi kasa mi kire sie no. Ba bia mre no wo. Ghana News Agency 6 March 2022. Or say Ghana nurses to work in the UK in exchange for £1,000.
Now, I know why yes, a negotiation did the story say?
Yes, so it was the Ministry of Health. It's the Ministry of the Health, no, minister who will be no yes, a negotiation. No, no more ton Ghana, ye de yamo allowance, ye car. Now, nurse are training now, or person or babru change. It's not nurse need on the opebia or money sign on fan or beba. Now, more £1,000. £1,000. Me drive
£1,000 come ho.
I Ghana buy ho.
And I hear the court nurses no.
Nurse need on just say I buy a chrome ha buy no aye and cratan so no ba be
can story ni it's not possible because labor laws, international labor laws, you can't do that eh. Obi for your money this cannot come out buying to read the story ni.
That was part of the initial contract work neighbor.
But person reading the 1,000 or for what? For service or for what? Because there's international labor regulation who breach our sister,
that is what they reported in the Ghana News Agency. What
I think I read the other part of the story.
Concerns have been raised over claims that nurses from red-listed Ghana are to be recruited to the UK in exchange for £1,000 for their native health system.
Okay, are to be, so they have not been recruited. They are to be
as part of the recruitment process, you know, they only pay only £1,000.
Yeah, but they have not gone until they
boy. In the process, yes, our processes, you know.
Okay, until the 1,000 here for what? For to train other nurses and other thing.
I know for the recruitment process. That is what the UK government will pay to Ghana. More or less. That is what the story is about.
Meaning details, because there are more questions to ask.
And this is if you are about a trainee, obi obeye obema ye di boat esi nsuo so. Na ye twitwa pictures nsuo na se a. Sebio Mr. Meka. Ye Ghana sa na ye tie. Un say ye minerals ne niema kura say ye kwakoye negotiations a 10% ni 5% dwuma ye kodi no. Enti ye sre omo. Say as me tie minister and some of kan ye nyina ye recruit for international market as well. Say omo ye no omo ye mra na ye sre omo nye mra ebebo man Ghana. Enye mra eye change bi na ye kwa akogye keke.
Okay.
It me bo minister na ba so papa no wa ya de wa bo adwuma. Step me mahu science labs no me mbo krom wodin ba bi wo ho is there. Wa ya de
now catch them so moment when they are negotiating, no we negotiate about benefit. Brahima, good evening.
Good evening.
Imagine
make and then is a me bo na bo apaso na be me the pass ka maybe as a because last time we me be in as a running mate.
Oh.
Aha. Last time me was a nipa de obi o wa mama o no ni ade a here pa because last time we say joy for a story before one na enye no pre e she de pa na o ka say o si o dey 300,000 a year e wa America and o ba Ghana parliament or I don't think so bit me and but what me just had the way go home na so apa oba any susu said there oba ni man can the baby a the constituency nipa said now can first mo obom for odomuko school for
Engineering.
engineer nti nipa bi say no which means say no yam fa hu to nipa so dey because say nima bi a why wa ama oman so senke kasket paadia on to America me Canada so
okay
nti mi de para me boss bianca de me tuma kan era ni
so ngom mfa no running mate no ho
me ndi beji pass bia me ndi beji pass bia mfa no running
okay yo enti Ibrahim ade nso so nya ya nka doc me running mate no to asa education project nso madam Pacho, good evening.
Good evening, sister Fia. Budget saying.
Adum na so e.
Yeah, me adum oye.
Good. Pacho ntio.
Yo, me that's na kunya ode mama. Me kasa fi dem na okolon. Mpese me contribute to program no. Me tie kakra. Me so ya na me say minister na ba. But this particular minister na kasa no me follow no kakra. Ocean style of Nijma Wen and politics now as a different kakra. Say sometimes they take advantage of the situation and make politics, but Ocean style now as a one also make a debina or Nadine war. Ocean style now, but no, me sure say being a running mate or without running mate is the most important thing. Akwanya bia benye bia as people bia and also contribute to also quota. But me the main topic I person come on air because no muso na mo DJ me nkomo. Enzi na mekaza no and I mention membrem. Me question me bisa me want say sia na German aban aba Ghana aban wa ono mo be ncheche so mo pe edwumayefo no. Me question me bisa ne say dey nso na Ghana pay in return of that. Because no we are talking about trade. Or no babe pay unkofo because I know was this year no problem kese no kroma because of aging, because of overaging, because people pre come home gym until amas this year no getting trained people not be a problem. Because now also
yeah many for na yam the one in kokra
sir because this year no me diabetes specialist but osha nipa dodo o kroma o mo fio ni no o mo do to say working age no and it is creating a problem for them to know kwan bi on first one because osha can you know osha the continent Africa Europe the anka you know na ben pa but say how many years na take and say no say no they have to fall on Africa and I say omoba Ghana because for the past 2 years ni Chancellor Angela Michael no Ghana and our free also Emmanuel Macron bao and a councillor too also Olaf Scholz so about and a minister of finance about and a minister of employment about what balance on your own buy or the minister of Nkokrafo Ibekanisa. And you know, okay, within this short period now, I'm not focused now about Africa, but me I did back one person mechanism say yeah almost potentials over your wow. Kwame na bit my first my young person because because slave time no some now you say slave trade no it is same principle not to say you man so but what I want to say be over criticize no be you get a bad name but me feel say also put a focus on the benya film because so be Ghana no catch and say we to kwan kwa brochira me see me o catch me say Ghana phone number me I'll be happy because say the be yes so bit me abenya the free those since I'm free African, so they take it the same back to Africa. So I like the idea, but we have to be focused on what we can get as return.
From
Say,
them.
at the end of the day, the same blame game now. Because Ubusa will be Africa. Because Tawana Yoko School government, a history, a dubia slave trade in this no mano, quite fast movie, no mania. No teachers now, much they are being emotional, but that's will not solve our problem. I will say yes, strategic.
Okay, strategic. And I okay, so then I will move for us. And then I then I chichiro mine. I think minister answers our question or can say more they are more support on Benjamin training more people until there will be like a cycle of training people and creating more jobs for people. So create different establishments and also better creating additional jobs. But maybe should I have more details about question now Busano. Why?
Because me sure say you lose sight with data because me them found one about because me back Ghana last year. Me back Ghana no and no matter community one me who no. In fact, I was really shocked. So within this short time because Ghana couldn't him. Because what Ghana to say be a fan say be on Ghana. What ya now kasa na me fi say be a wabadam na okasa. But ohwe normal okeka any in terms of Ahantaman Senior High School ni we no because me matata kwada no all those ne normal mu yi no. Me it sound me to say Germany here. Me it doesn't sound like say Ghana na minimum no. It means that ye kwenim. But no all these things no we have to be focused. That's the main point. Yeah, you focus now. Yet it says our old method now. We'll go back. Last year in December, I was invited to a program here. Normal Peobia or Free Africa, any of the African countries will produce cocoa. And invite me. Me call because me of tobacco at the side where we produce cocoa. Until me call, but what the I won't say the internet me call Sister Fia. More idea and say per se yeden sa abakosam na say bia makofa for normal beguwa no say they want to make this history back side in born no say yifi ho nti use method nti see akokro mu akọ supermarket a bit say chocolate ya ye any sa no no nyina no aye bit say fair trade nti ukwa chocolate no different ebi wa cost be €1.50 ebi so cost be €2 but €2 no ebia fair trade wo ho label wo ho I not just a fair trade.
Okay. I know them say EU countries in Accra.
Okay, but no, here to see a better topic. Wow, they are trying to campaign for it. Say be scabi because say be use to say unkolane to say unkwasum say be produces anomano. Okay. To cut this all long story short, no, media what I've seen say Ghana is developing irrespective of Abayan Bebaso. Even if Mama comes, I think that he cannot go back to the old story. Ghana will still move forward. But we have to put our priority on top.
No, Brabanda, I mean, now, Tibi, say Ghana Corner, you focus. Me near Grobia. Nana, I'm Pacho, good evening.
Good evening, Javier, and about Cordier.
Adum, now, so
I'm Yanko Pardon, President of my mountain, but I'm Timby.
I'm so quite you, Mamma Bois.
I'm
Pacho, what ain't you?
I'm so the minister and a kind, your board about so or my idea, seeing was saying Ghana, no, your friend might be a team cost. Na enkrano etimi nya eduru gina pie bia ono ewie school na onya adwuma kro betimi de sai bibi enam sa free education e buy ni sa red blue na de kokos mi say me back ekobi but omo ba fie sa no a masa ma na sua adwuma ko mo say roma no adwuma wo sa no adwuma kutawa eno ne ade edi mu nti no omo ebe makwa ba fie na o say sua adwuma Oma kwanya ombie school no akọ ebeboa na minister no so de ye ba sire no bi kan no sa nipa say no say ona ahye sa education adwuma na sire ono wati ase nti sa nipa say no vice president no emwa no so okura education ne ma o so ekuduru ba bia oboso edi koduru
Tomo kaso nkodi running mate mo mfi omo ho
oh there emo nko running mate na nija bedum
okay
on diminye do so ye nti education say we sia fa to no so ma opeso obo ama no makoso no ebitima koso but enye no nsu nti na ye beto ama MPP So maka me say die. So me bia say yin film na nyankopɔ ya na so alan ba papa yi. Obe say gyina ho say
Oh,
de
afa no na
ebe
ye
sisi
adwuma.
ya ade no. Yes, ye de ne be adwuma. De o be bia wo ba bia na wo nim de o ba bia no. Ye de ne be ba amana be ye. Nti
Okay.
o saa yi we die minister yi die nyankopɔ ya adom na alan ye ba obe adwuma.
Okay.
Ama
Yo.
education akɔsɔ na nkora no nyinaa anya baabi pa gyina afia me da sɛ ɛne dɛ menkasa nkyɛ
Yo. Me da se bebre. O say men bibi ndi omo nto man ba Adutwum de omo ne be ye adwuma. Michael, good evening.
Good evening, Stefia. Me Brian, I want me feel it, Papa. The way I always see a cast, I'm not for fair farmer. Yeah, create my they say. I mean, yeah, MPP. It feels that yeah, they say because but Dr. Adutwum, yeah, nipa baako or MPP. Man, for me, to say the me Brian kind, me nene yeah, again say, or yeah, me can say or no name dear education, and ne obetumi ayama na koso no. Different from nipa bebre. The only thing I say, you're politician. What be rap politician? And no na ebema ebia eto da bia ne nyoma bia nka onye politician anka obeye no. Politicians no bet ebe restricting no say onye dey. Ema nenye because politics no dey wom no. The whole person oye bia be boakro no pa no. Ebia na America for one place at that time. And you ntimi fan tonche. What can ya nkofo bi say ya agro. America your policies are ye implementing a gun in yano. A family can America for nature say idea we move it me to us, idea we move it me akoso. So I'm for say idea about how more economy now. America, that's how they are ruling their world. So and not the only problem. But aside that, me feel say or a great person now. Me cry that maybe me president cry na kamenya anko obey because or you be a or nenine da honum. It's like or ya dia we yin na media no better to Steph ya na me make afa sa you can say nkra na omo ye niam na me feel say say teachers no so a omo e kire nkra no ye ma ye ni ko teachers ne ho because na me tie efia ko be teacher ni no or ye geography teacher onye that okay or that field no but okay your geography oh into you be a say if say ye person ye ma ye can say ye call ye ni ma ye focus on nkra no or no teacher ni so what adie strong ko e woni ma o de man nkra no it dey ni betumi anya free say teachers no so it you know we can also start training set teachers maybe our more special talent you know to also develop it to the highest level creative BB on their own because when you and your marketing getting or much and crown more my day but your mimi teacher me was sending their matron and crown here I don't think government the mon tap or mimi the enemy Emma meme ya no Emma or mine no rather it's before say yes no so my near day economy and again and crana kasa pese no so ade na omo ye no onim Steph ya me can say the last time be menim so be ka ya say yen universities no ye make use of it o na minister kan e be say o ma ye nioma bebra egu hono ma omo pem kofo ama o ma ye dey o ma ye the age aye wom sisi an ye mpo obi ma omba mbe so ade mo wu ye say ye create avenue a ade no nipa ni ye wie na say o de kwa obenya motivation bi a obetimi di ayede atwa so
because no na am say na minister akase ti say the omo ye wo abroach a omo companies ne back campus no they are trying to do that so that companies ba beto come abroach say na omo ye no beto innovation no no mo dey akwa battery so dey you te no ma beto
that is it
I think that's what he was saying
problem solving no e honum na start free so na say da bia no mbekọ so aye na ensolve problem bia no na da bia na be me yakoni aba step dem teachers we yes politics free sa ade we the na me person question na kan person busa pa no say o ma yen say ya e be ma say if NDC kra na be ba power o mo betumi aye dey aka say oh policy no baby say yakwa nti ese yakotene no because politicians o ma de o mo dey say abiti Ghanaians ano no on my yes say oh me twem but no be say baby say yakwa na fe wa ma ade no structure ni nia kra sa aye dey
okay
it make me feel say o mo ye bibi e important say ya NDC for so wanim difo a o mo so school ho do o mo mfa o mo nya mo some people so na was yen drink Ghana first yen chas yen especially education is science any health no there omo be homo politics na omo fan koye no be before any agric but
omo fan be education no cry so
education science you can say agric and health omo de omo be homo fan ko be before but san man de omo ni na honom no mu nya anka mom ni nya yentumi nya the build the country no because at the end no Steph ya gu kromo nya no nimdia no ye ba ha no mo ye benya but ye benya nimdia no na structure bia ni fia ye de beba aba
Now
beboa
koye ne
oba
den.
store na beba bebie no atena store no owo ne ba na akọ
Okay.
emmoa yes ye nya structure ye ba
Oh,
ye
I said my okay. I've been watching what for more. You say you can't force NDC to go and do anything.
se
Master, you
bra
people are
omunya egofo bra omunya Ghana fo eti omunya Ghana fo no ye kasa ye bebre no feel say e agro because e woni Ghana e wo trima on and you ma we
man
no
say chichira mo bia bi nye say
that is it
because every day be am the NHIS here President Kufuor na NDC ba mo expanding because at the end of the day Ghana ni na eboa no enye ho bi enye Nigeria ni Ghana ni na eboa no enti
Nigeria for kra be
sana
fa
Michael so
emphasis
kase yemfa no enye what you say ha enti
step ya
menye
brase
don't be political about it so kase NDC meka wa say NDC was wo nimde ne nyansa enti omo de be kan na edi mu a na eye o wa hene mama good evening
Maybe do fear you.
And yes, one tea and one tea, yeah.
But me take comment now, mo make na. I think it's a
Hey,
fair idea.
okay.
It's minister some now kind. I think that your friends teachers laptop no. Also, I want to teachers for secondary some the mama laptop. Up to now, I've been
Eh, no,
money.
and then one come once to my side. No, another time,
Me send no
you know.
message. Me send no message. I think that
Me who
when
say my dream now, you know, something. Me who.
because who check tablet the man kola sɛ ɔmo nsua teachers for na ɔmo bɛkyerɛ nkɔla no adeɛ no yɛ na ɔmo yi so meanwhile so magye ɔmo sika o meanwhile so magye ɔmo sika mate ɔmo sɛ ɔmo bɛma ɔmo ebi mo nya ɔmo deɛ ebi mo nya ɛkɔ
I
bɛyɛ
think
2
a
years
teachers na cast one mumpe. Oh, they me questions. I think a teachers only because one mumpe they were not interested, and there was a whole scandal about it. I'll ask.
ɔmo ka sɛ ɔmo mpɛ koraa it makes sense because obi a ɔno ɔkyerɛ akɔla no adeɛ no akɔla no wama no tablet free o a wosi wɔ yi so yɛde onipa na ɔyɛ mpati akɔla no nti wode laptop no ma no frɛ line
Okay.
sɛ wode ma no frɛ line
Okay.
It's a nothing. So technical school no. Because on my team Obinya aggregate 42 near the technical school there. We the papa will because you will be a technical school be able. Because this is me IT la me pa. Me cyber security. You know, and you money be one ma because teachers for the corner explain kola no at the big na no a sound background no more impact on more purely your friends IT for nti ɔmo mfa the right people na ɔmo nti ɔmo ka yi na ɔmo nkyerɛ nkwadaa no ɛna afei nso no sɛnea me baabi kasa yɛ ɔse asen sɛ ɔkasa fi US yɛnyɛ mmranto ho because school na education no wei ba ɔsɛ wayɛ no 4 years wei ba ɔsɛ masesa no de bi ɛnyɛ stable nti yɛanyɛ mmra mfa nto ho a merry go round a ne yɛbɛkɔ ɛmfa kee ma ɛna
I have a point
sɛdeɛ me
pa.
nua
One anytime I say. Oh, anytime I say counselor no council basto be me say na yi na anye ye. Vida boche say if you having lady teacher training allowance no. And no so yenya ho law because enya sa said o mu didi agro ti me de beba we si me mfama we si say munya ho law to said e ba obi aba on fa media agro. Edmond dan so say if you have for laptops they am mu di teachers ni sika pa anti no next time sa fa minister ne be no busa no. Say laptops ni teachers ni de na we he Kofi Boateng say problem ni nyina ye Ghana constitution say ansesa constitution no a ye be come merry go round saa ye nheda nkọ ba bia enko ye hwe ne ye come merry go round ho ye nsesa say de be betimi aboa ne ma bia ma ne ma no etimi ato yie na aboa o man no Raphael Nketia no say Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ne MPP for wo hwe a on de ombe wini 2024 because ne ma kakra no ma ye no kra che say omo bo adwuma e na Joseph Kwesi Mensa say o say ye nye politics wa ha nne education and a Ghana esika de be a discanoko and how the money is being used and on a can wasem Isaac Chase if you can do so wasem but do so makasa but we can raise the issue again na ya san kan no wasem especially they say omo the machine cook matino I think Wednesday we can raise the issue again and talk about it. Akwasi upon say Dr. Bawumia, please, people don't make mistakes at all. Choose also also choose napo as your running mate. Why and phobia. Obi so ne message on also sapon or de aba and no Regina bedi akono say That is what the whole Philippines, no any India for no more. They do exchange programs, training for near the other countries near the Nagana, they obisi brain drain. That is what the Filipinos are doing, and they are making money. And this can be go minus so echo or my name. In the answer, no man so enco. And Moses Thompson so say Ghana does not have household data to distinguish between who is poor and who is rich. Well, yeah, will be. We have that data no more. We have a bit of data that shows you who is poor and who is a counselor. Where you name, but Brahima, who be Albecana.
Okay, Fia, asem kakra na me pese me kana me de Eda Dr. Adutwum. Ye de wo bosomtwe de friend bosomtwe boafo.
I will free bosomtwe ho. E ho na aka se free.
Bosomtwe ni se free jache.
Okay.
Na Dr. Abua bosomtwe pa na me de me mpaye ni se Dr. Baumia ebetimi ayi na vice president. Yempese MPP ebekwa kwotena efie na doctor na dwene nyansa nyamedia mano in the education system a o hyehyɛ de ba no wode bekwa kwotena chi ama ne o manyina asa akɔ na chi me de da bia me kam se ye Ghana ye sa akɔ ye chi biem kɔfa NDC dia ene na ya ne ye sɛ yabrabo da bia ne ye kɔ ye chi ne akɔsɛ nyoma ye nkɔ ye nim na ye ma doctor kwan na de nyamedi adom no ontimi enyemae medisi ya na mechia Dr. Adutwum na mechia me ame papa Thomas Kwabena Kokofu se nyame onhira ne pa ne da wase
Honorable Kokofu de echia no on dey say UTV dem say any pa no no e ne na ebogosi atafre Reverend Dr. Councillor Lutrot ya so obe am say Councillor Lutrot wo phone no na laptop no see changing the man ma modern AI laptop ni phone because obi dey to me connect it ono am say obo friend say Dr. Adutwum abaso because so no so who say and is going well, but I'm looking for your text message to read because I think I saw your text message on YouTube now and once I'm not finding it again. I saw it too. I'm not finding it again. I'm saying but I was joining you. Thank you so much, and it's been brilliant. This is how I monitor your tax money. At least MPP atana konya so 8 years. Ebra so mbebu akonta kire say sika no den. Education minister kire we should the evidence based or share pictures with videos. School ni na say school ni na yes we wa. That is what it's buying a social contract. A social contract between the voters who vote and a buying or governor. So a buying owe a duty to the people who voted him into office to account to the people. What I say the same way, and the people also know they want to know what you have done with it. And whether I obey me a fair assessment, whether I got value for my vote or not, and yeah, it's up to them. But then we had a very good discussion with Dr. Adutwum or no a Minister of Education. The STEM projects now, to say. Baby, the world is going into AI technology, STEM. In fact, they are going to almost even smart future, and that's where India, China, that is how they turn the economies around. Dubai, that's how they turn things around. And Ghana wants to take advantage of that global space, and then fast a free mobile. And Kranoa, already 15, 16 years, a better 20 years, not just say Ghana, you engineers, doctors, scientists, AI for the technical for competent enough. Ombetimi ababe oman no adwuma mo mbekọ akotena broche beko o ma bewo fie na bechichire oman no so bechichire oman no a global village abusha for mama na mase asedan koma high life radio ene me gacho fm okukran to me Kings Jersey radio New Jersey abrochi me madam papa media Belgium and France and Naspa radio so UK yeah that's a brother prince and one man Lord friend and one man Councillor Lucho camera no meto camera na meto ama thank you so much. It's been a blessing. Wow, the message by me who my kind, but come on, patrona de achem because jack of all trade. I couldn't have read all the message. Yeah, family vim lady if you and patrona kupon ya adoma Wednesday will bring you another good show, another accountability, probably another area snit, and I say energy. Look at Nina Ghana. Where is the money? Where is the accountability? And ma mo send message na ma me mama baso. Mu obi anyone na obedi atem. I think Bakubi says attack do also jai. But I'm really appreciate you people, and you've been amazing. Nyakopon shamu nyina for spending your time with me. Thank you. Nyakopon ya adoma yebeshia. And you may let me leave you with this a project now. Minister Che been part of it that all say or more schools no. I boani na Ghana phone ya no mbabeko sa schools na. Let me leave you with that. But this was the criticism not President Mahama man. So just look at this and then I'll
Infrastructure that is taking place in all the secondary schools, administration blocks, dining halls, dormitories, and science laboratories and all that. This government has taken almost about 60% of the GET fund and built STEM schools across the country and left the rest of the schools.
Well, they know the end. President Mahama Becca Minister yes, they are doing all the schools. So that's just by the way. See, they are doing all the schools. So these are the schools. Now you can verify. You too can verify. But these are schools pictures near the people in comfort send a message near the and verifying it. See, these are the schools that all come as on 1 minute and a quarter, you know. So Bushafo, thank you once again. Yakupon Yaduma Wednesday we'll meet again. But just to show you a bit of the schools now. Now, or say Omo Ayeno. Schools as well as the so they show you the school across them academy and all that. Now we can all verify because Ghana Sika and I go into all these projects. Thank you and good night.